America or Japan or China or Kampala or Michogamba Kakuli Senza Chigali, abantu abasenza ku Nairobi, I'm very sure you can catch us live right here kandi notufuna kurungi mno muno madadi sana sana. Kwenda kwani masati we are equally live ha YouTube KKCTV YouTube kandi genda na nyini ha YouTube otekemu KKCTV. That is our YouTube channel. Niko sekwanora what is happening right here in the studios of KKCR FM. Nengere twantukira maiso no kubantu tukuletene songa engere zemerere iwe alia heroko. Yeah, kwenda kwani kusima iwe alia heroko and you're following us wabale kuba oli Rock 91.7 KKCR FM. Kwa kilikia bode mno baitu ebiona okulangu bia wasakwano ifuna wherever you are. It is of course we are proudly powered by St. Ambrose Institute of Health Sciences abakusangibwa omurubugo rwa Kagadi omukichweka ekyana nkurabye. St. Ambrose Institute of Health Sciences niba kutuvujirira nsimbi to get this program wherever you are. Kandi bakugamba nti bakutraining omwana wobwisiki no mwana wobwojo gamba nko mukosi nka nursing hamuna midwifery obuzalisa hamuna obusawo baitu bunu obabulikiro. So omwana murete andengo zona gamba nka diploma hamu na certificate. That is St. Ambrose Institute of Health Sciences, ladies and gentlemen. Kandi kumanya ebikusingaho wenekwana bakira itagiryabu eria hanu Kagadi omukichweka ekya nankurabye neko sakwana maiso no kufuna obuhereza bwabu. Kandi recently bakasakwana barankinga as one of the institutions muhanga abakeine first class facilities dagamba ebyombeko hamu na ebikwetagisa kuranga omwana yasakubana turuka ali really a good health professional. That is St. Ambrose Institute of Health Sciences. Then that aside, we are equally powered by our People's Hope Theatre. People's Hope Theatre, they are located in the heart of God Town, opposite Newell Guest House, ladies and gentlemen. Wabaikire inyawakonda kusimba, they are one of the abantu amanyire kuturukia posters okwenda kusimba ntebe yona from LC1 up to president ogena hali nyina People's Hope Theatre base kwani bakora printing ya ngimno bakuturukize these posters is very very classic na iwe osakwana maiso no kutunde kisani kyawe hali abakezi bakaruru aba People's Hope Theatre bino hereza wingi buno bino hereza kwa stationery gamanka okwenda ku printing ebigezo olitendekero mukwetaga baruke ebitebiri wingi regarding documents files kwenda laptops basine kandi ngibno byona zi Samsung zi HP zona bazine aba People's Hope Theatre okwenda okusindika baruke SMS to your loved ones. You have a wedding, you have an introduction, a graduation ceremony by kiraba People's Hope Theatre abakusangibwa omurubuga orwa Kagadi hali nyini opposite na Newell Guest House. So kwenda okubani basima okuranti nebatame simbi abantu abo. Yes, mbaini bazamuna producer wange angambire link amazita kubana agiturukia Mr. Gaba Charles is our official producer when taken is a leadership kandi angambire kisani kimazita kubana kituruka heroko okusagenda okasakwana tapenga linki there zikutambura WhatsApp group kandi osekubana what is happening no forenga this program live. Mwabale nyoni na barunga, you can see the feedback is overwhelming that people you are already on the show. Thank you Mtunda Bioma, Mtunda Biona Chatirikira and Nabandi. I will be echoing you as time goes on. But most importantly, in getting Gambiri top on the agenda tonight, we are putting into perspective the ongoing strike yabasomesa masomo arts from primary up to secondary. Amasiri kubani be Karakasa balimkedimo, they are not on the streets, but they have opted or correct to create a peaceful demonstration against industrial action. Na mbere omuntu akusigara makagaye akakole ebindi kandi akasakura nti tyagenda maiso nokukola ekenyini ekyasanire kuba nakora and kino tukwenda kwantu kabisa and mkimanyi kurungi that any reside tamu batamu ya kasatu it is a promotional term alabana ba P7 that they are just waiting for their PLE exams tuna bana ba senior 4 nabo balinzire bigeso bya bya senior 4 ebya kamalirizo all these are stuck tuna bana ba senior 6 they are also stuck but even oyiro abasomesa bano abananka aba primary na secondary twetchali aho twarura abasomesa bano abandi ba technical and vocational institute instructors they have also laid down their tools manang abasomesa aba technical and vocational institutions nabo bagambire nti tebagaruka yo mu class I don't know how the government will handle but that is the situation we are in at the country. The biggest sector ihanga which is education is currently grappling with that incident and the kiroki hati mboine the acting district education officer wakagadi mukagwa genzira amasomero yasanga gona garo kofuro and tonight tukwenda kagusa by teachers where do you get the mandate yo kurokinga a government institution iwe yawe over tonight we want to know from our Tenisa Solomon is here but also we want also to expand this discussion and to delve into another important aspect of the impact over abuzibu obuli what we call salary discrepancies over disparities in Uganda's public service sector because akusanga emisara tekwatagana across other sectors where does this leave service delivery hanga ya Uganda okusanga nti oli nafuna ziti kirengere kikosamu want to delve into that important aspect during this program. Otherwise with us on the show atulirize nikiriza nkwanjure my guests Okenisa Mr. Alinda Peter is the head teacher of Puyaga Parents Secondary School ritusangira side sakuli Kenzige Town Council and the Honorable Sere to represent the private sector led institutions especially Aga Secondary. Mr. Peter, it's a pleasure to have you on the spot tonight.
Thank you so much my dear friend. Ngoza kuramkia abahuliriza nywena wa KKCR FM amabaranka butosa ndi Alinda Peter kandi omusomeso mutendeke wa secondary nikora na private institution nkwenda kusima abahuliriza nywena hamna moderator bwana Bahati bale mno nkwenda kuongera no kusasa hari abasomesa bagenzi bangi aba arts na yindi musomesa wa arts by the bwana FC Bahati
ego
gonze nti ndo government baitu na nyowe ndiyo mwabasomesa na yindi mporano kusasa kwabo korora nti ekibalimu kusinzira amateka niko kisemwe kwa nikirubata korora nti batekanze ihanga kandi niyongera kutabaruki abegi bona korora nti etamu ene yakasatu tutandikire kurungi ito abamu tuliyo tusomesa gonze nti hakyalimu akayimukiro kano hana hali those are the ups and downs tune kyo kikora baitu amagezi garoho abo kwa bagamba agetereine kacho igufu embaze turaja kuteba tutekayo tumanya na government ija kuliriza kurugira mu institutions abantu bakwahokana kuranti haijamu okuhinduka hano na hali twandisabire leka ituna twegaite tutekeho irakalimu abo kubekirinse no wakisakorachi kwekayo.
Okay,
webale muno bwana Madrid.
Many thanks right there Alinda Peter kuruga Puyaga Parents. Yeah, webale muno. Ladies and gentlemen on the show mpiza nkwanjure Mr. Musingu Solomon niwe chairperson wa Akatebe aka Uganda National Teachers Union in Kaga district as the Okinisa Philbert Bagoma is commanding from Kampala. Hanu Okinisa Solomon nawe is commanding his troops and today tukwa tukasimbangane and I will ask him capture these innocent learners. Mr. Solomon, nice to have you on the show again.
So much privileged to MC Bahati, my dear friend. Abahuriza baitu abarongi muno aba KKCR abegesa hamuna abegesa kati abihanga lyaitu Uganda baitu na muno abakagadi hanu hamuna Greater Kibale mwile KKCR eta radio ya Kibale yona
yona
hati fokiriyensi yona hali tukubaliza kasimikano alaba kutuliriza from abroad na nyinyi na banyani bange bakumpuriza sazi no kundo ngoza kubasima muno kandi no kubata mu kitinisa abo kwikirizaga okutweta naitwe tuketaba omukucenchuraho ebigambe bimu na muno byenyegesa ningonza kusima abegesa for the resilience kirokinu waitu bahati tuikize ebyo bisatu tubikize hanse bikwatu ikikaguzo kiyongaguze kujya kukigaruka mu buraya baitu tikiri habo bubi kubikize bikwatu tikibaire habo bubi actually kiri habo burungi kukira habo bubi kakuba tutakora kintu abazaire rundiki ensi yaitu nesobora kuba kugenda mukabi kakoto muno
niko convincing them. Yes. I will come back to you. Thank you.
Mwebale muno kandi kambasabe mutuhulirize kandi muongere mutweteranizeho omukucenchura kasume bukarayika.
Right there. Solomon Msinguzi, chairperson wa Inatu hanu Mkaga district. I can say his command is working because I'm assuming good at the analog. Thank you for coming through. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me Mbajule, our seasoned panelist, Autilisa Benda Gadi Tejerize kandi owengi manyini kumpambani is the country director wekitongole kyankakieha ekya World Voices Uganda headquartered hanu Kagati mkichweke kya Kilaba. Gad Benda is an advocate for human rights. Today kwenda kumanya, is he advocating for the rights of the learners or the teachers? Gad Benda, nice to have you on the spot. Lamkiaba please.
Yeah, okay. Wewe ni mnonga bwana.
Bendera kile wewe kuronga.
Yes. Wewe ni mnonga bwana Bahati. Hamwe n'abatuzeze shaha. Amazina kumwahura n'imyendaga Tejerize umupambana. Kandi ndikora digitongole cya World Voices Uganda country director. Kandi umwe muri aba twindi barwanira ubugayo bw'abana, especially what we call right to education. Kubona ubugabe bwa buryo umwe wena tunga ubwegesi bwa kandi turi no kurwana n'ubugabe ubw'abandi bw'abakozi hamwe n'abandi abatababurikiro. So na inyobugisha ngo umuhango munonga kureba ngo twine tuza kuba tucyenjura kureba the thing what we call the thin line. Yeah, the thin line. Aho kwabona bino bugabe abakozi abashomesa turwana n'ubugabe bwabo n'abana tubarwana n'ubugabe bwabo abukweka, you know. But at the same time haricho turukweka article 17 ya constitution prescribes the duties of the citizen.
Okay.
Obujudanizibwa umusiwezi. You first become umusiwezi before you become a teacher. Unobanza wabo umusiwezi otakabire umushemesa. Yeah. So no waza kubanza wabo umusiwezi otakabire umukozi wena. No uchako utari no bushomesa. So nyenda kushasha nabo baferirwe izoba twatujye kuzika Kamusebu and arona abandi baferirwe ko na utabaza kwika narema kuzika nanko kwa handi hinji twatuferirwe naho Nyamiyaga na herizo twaturi kuzika burora naho mu nywani wanje Ricardo afirirwe Shento ugume arona abanywani banje Stuart Befu afirirwe Muramwe hamwe n'abandi abatabasa kwikaho mu tusasire abakwa umwe nabundi turemererwa abitu mshashanywe kandi nabo nabo batunga ebirungi abaye kamaruzaro gabo abatunga abana bazara abana bakazaraje abatunga business bakore sente abatunga imirimo nambwe n'abatunga amahuriro mu rwungi nabo twenda ko wasinya kandi no kubagira nti bagume bari mere hari ruhanga barusime ahubwo ibyo byabayisyo ahandi reka bana bahati katulinde ibirije niko tubase kuganira n'abanturage bitu.
Okay, thank you Mr. Gadbender for coming through. At least on the show I'm expecting Utinisa Katsepta Junior aja kubana togetaho kandi apona live nja kubana woni mbanjura. Ladies and gentlemen, wabale mno okuba muri naitwe kandi to live KKCTV YouTube. We are equal live at www.kkcr.urdt.net. Producer temanyo ana producer sabta kuikiriza producer okay atulirize naiwe ali aheroko wabale mno kinisa akaturamu Augustine agwa kwetage yakatano abentebe aba kagadi kandi agambira lantekanza. Thank you for keeping it KKCR FM. Atulirize kwenda okuba ani kumasanti angere ngambire nti tuja kwantura umukyoko akedimo akabasomesa akagenda maiso bagamba na mbere enjojo ibiri zirwanira obunyansi nibwo bubonabona. In this case, as the teachers nibasikanga no muguhamna government umana hansiyoko umana wihanga an innocent learner niwe akiferamu. Atulirize kira hati tukwenda we have really tubeno kukizangana that yes osakuba nubanja maybe omukazi osakuwine bizibu na msaija wawe baitu ogo mwana liyale is totally innocent. And today timanyire if Solomon will allow me ngutugantu ikiranize tiyo government ya yes niwo mukama wao wakisana agonze but nayo sakuliza mukama wao go then in the interest eyo mwana ogo kuranti nasakuba nafuna his rights that are provided for under the international statutes samne constitution ya Uganda. So Mr. Solomon,
wait,
tukwenda kumanya, are you bothered?
So much bothered.
Are you bothered that you ahasoko you mukubonesa an innocent learner?
Tikuli kubonesa kuko kukitekereza actually white MC bahati hamu nabahuliriza wona nabakuturora TV busaho umuntu akusobora kukilaiminga kugonza no kutekerereza omwana kukiro mwegesa akumwegesa. In fact nitwe tukuhura tutali baine muno habo omwana kuba atali mungaro zaitu akasumika asomere kuba ali mungaro zaitu orayijuka kurungingu abana banu omwaka gwona abegesa tumara nabo emyezi 9 iwo muzaire rundi community omara nawe emyezi 3 mwaka. So who bothers most oha kufayo muno so tokusobora ku claiming kuba no gonza muno mwana ogo no mutekereza muno no muplaningira kuingana nyowe omusomesa baitu hatika kugare on the legal perspective mukuru katisabe takayizire baito mukuru benda guardian babona bakengufu mu mathandeki niwo tinkahike yo kwenda kora administrative law ndamara masters yange baitu article 40 tinkujja kugichenjura yona kugimara wetu ekuhereza eibetu rundi obusobozi omuntu omunya Uganda omukozi wa Uganda the right obugabe wokutandikaho ekitebe oba kujoininga ekitebe ekyo nambe ati ito abegesa utwarozirengu
kazi ndarako kenke
utwarozirengu tukuburabura muno twagamba no katukole ekitebe kandi twakora ekitebe kikwetwa Uganda National Teachers Union. Ntakarugira okusobora Uganda National Teachers Union neteraniza abegesa abamasomero g'omusingi, that is primary, aba post primary nizo ezitukweta senior and secondary, aba tertiary institutions nka technical hamuna primary teachers colleges, universities onkani zo zo habo kwaza kasanga zikozera ekitebe kyazo tutabe nabo oyijuke ngu enyuma ho hakaba haroho natu so tukamajinga twakola ekitebe kimu twaiteraniza. However enkora nko kweli ya bino ni mugimanye tinyagende muno divide and rule ekunyumiraga mu nabantu and to some extent bagereze okukikora but still UNATU is kyali strong kwa wana bahati hamu nabahuliza abakutuliza na abakuturora ali kubaliza tukyaine omu UNATU abebembezi hamu na aba members rundiki na hamu na aba members abanyakuli mu UNATU from secondary section rundi secondary subsector tukyaine yo abebembezi abakurasi bayingi abali mu UNATU no mutasha institutions tukyaine yo aba members bayingi. So akasumikano hali tulibuye buno statistics tinzitunge kurungeza aba members but UNATU is still strong kandi kyali kitebe ekina aba members abakigonza kandi abakijumbira. Ekyakabiri hati nkugenda Employment Act 2006
iteka eri kwereza eri kufuga abakozi elio nalyo likugira rundiki to protect the workers from victimization, nilikugira rundiki nilikonyera omukozi kutanyigirizibwa oba kutinisirizibwa. Musajja bakaba kumteka ga TikTok nagamba toina tokirizibwa kuntisa kunkanga wadde okunjogera ko obubi. So we are within the law. Actually hali tukubaliza kasumikano it is actually ekibi atubwire buno is to intimidate me by to working kora nikyo ekiri mu mateeka. Then kansembesa yo public standing orders yo ne recognizing collective bargaining ekya UNATU ikaire no ne kora over the years emyaka erabiro tukale tukikora to bargainingire to the extent ingu tukahika kusaininga kuramuliza hamu twa government ya signing ngegenda kutusasura 8 net twaikiraniza kirunka kibura hanura implementation kuruga mwaka wa CBA ndiki collective bargaining agreement yakozero kibura hanura na hati tekabaye kuhikiriza na habweki waitu mkurbati ekikabuzo kyawe ngondeze kukigarukamu ningarukamu nabali abakutekereza ngo tuli aheru ya mateeka tituli aheru ya mateeka kandi titukugonza kubonaboneso mwana wa Uganda kubekye kubanza rondike ekikuru muno itwe tuli bazaire no kukira bazaire babana. We are parents. Abana banyu are they also run nabo bali begi mu masomero where you have crossed.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. Kindi kagadi modo je kusanga yo abegesa bakagadi modo abaina bana babo kagadi modo. However,
I'm asking you.
Yes.
Iwe nambere kusomesa.
Mr. Bahati, it is practically impossible for me to take my children miles away from where I stay. I live in Kagadi, but I'm teaching in Ngara. Ngara busayo nenjo yikusobola kupangisa nkangaraza mu family yange.
Oba mugirira abazaire banu itima.
No, but I think maybe Bahati. I think Bwana Solomon inengeri okumunyigiriza maybe singo mukagwizi wamasomero agagara affected abana babo bagajyamu bagasomeramu.
Yes.
In fact, by the way, one of the reasons kimwe kikubaletereza nokwesalinja in my opinion is because of those other additional challenges.
Yes.
He tells you how many kilometers from Hanbero to Ngara. Akulibata Ngara every morning. Understand?
And evening.
And it's supposed to call you in the morning by Saha Ibira Kuwai Kiro. Actually, it's by the way, Kirawiki Gamo in the Kuwa class by Sa 1.5 hours before. Before the runners come.
Okay.
So which means was Melkobali, you say 10 years, 12 nekichweka. So now, obokwano gamba mwana wawe ali mu isomero you know, asobora kuba mu isomero erindi. But government.
No, I mean in government.
Yes.
I mean in government.
You book one manisa government.
Yes.
That's okay.
Because abazaire ahero kwa sagambi bimbagirira itima.
By the way, they can't kubanze kugambira nakini. How many teachers can afford to take their children to private schools? Tibaro.
Very few.
Definitely bali mugomasomero gaita ka government. Bali kagadi modo bali bishop wakaikala, especially to abakuikala mtaoni. But because titukusobora kubateka muki mugala ga center ga covid because oya kumutwala quality bakusabe mtwalo kinana. Do you have the money? Can you sustain that child there? That's all. So nikikulinga kusobora.
Eko.
So when you want to force me to be in class owango mwana atakusoma actually no nakugambira ngo abana betu bali masomero abo now have your requirements bakwana bende especially in town yana town ingo kweli capitation grant for example isomero lya Kagadi Modo capitation grant iri kutunga te kusobora gonze kuli sustaining for 2 weeks. Yes, isomero lina abana 10 nititunga milioni 6 musanju. Can that man sustain such a big school for 2 weeks?
No.
So that means abazaire bajja kubasaba yakantu bongerereze budget kurolango isomero lyakolaki lya running. What does it imply? Na Kagadi Modo nja kutwala yaka sente ko mwana wange kulya yo lunch. Nja kutwala yaka sente ko mwana wange kugula uniform. Okwali mtauni hano ntajja kugenda akabangara kulya batakujwala uniform. So bwana Bahati embera etutekera hakisika to the extent nguno masomero aga government titukusobora kuteka yo bana. I was talking to some people yesterday abazike kunyinterviewinga emitwaro 40 they call it consolidated ngukuja kuli consolidated groho medical bills groho and accommodation groho lunch groho mention them transport nyo buli kilo kugenda Ngara nteka mulita ya magita kandi bokota zipiki yawe yange cyali owe yange kagiegura nyine kinyatunzire nyagigura but of course umusara gwange tukusagura pikipiki ati ebintu ebyo nabo kubitekaho. How many MPs
you need 2 years to save to buy a motor?
How many MPs can afford just not affording? How many MPs can survive on 400,000 a day? Emitwaro 80 zisakuma MP.
Oruna kumutuzika mu mati.
So mu mati.
Iyo kuzifuna mu mwezi.
Kuzifuna mu mwezi. Kandi obundi habo kulemererwa ninyesanga nzirire hakaloni. Kumanyisa omwezi nintunga mu kale akaloni ngakozeseza of course nsasubira school fees omwana agenzire baitu ninsigaza emitwaro yange nka 18. So omwegesa omulingo ogwo niwo kwenda forcing mu class, niwo tekero force ku intimidating and we must go back to class. Do you think that teacher will deliver?
Okay, Mr. Solomon.
Yes, please.
I understand nambero kusomesa twineyo ekika kya abasomesa.
Yes.
Abakusasulwa abazaire.
Yes.
But teaching in the government schools.
Yes.
When you were nimuja kusiba amasomero ago the teachers ugata ko fulo. Di abakimutalekere abeki bano abasomesa. Abakusasulwa abazaire to continue no kusomesa especially bana abana aba senior aba P7
nkuja kuhereza kyo kurora for example
because they don't subscribe to UNATU.
Nka headmaster, I'm the head teacher. Rundi bulo ngambire I hand over the keys to the local government that employed me. But think sobora kulekera bisumuru to any other person. Tikikusoboka because anything kakuwe kintu kiona if any mistake happens at school, I'm solely responsible.
True.
So kwehale ekyo nina kukinga esomero because nyowengenze nka mu industrial action kandi eri mu
mateka negama ngo nebisumuzo bitwanje na kiraso sibi
no bakoni babinda nimbi ba timbyangi
wabakiro ndo
Now whom does he hand over to?
mbi handingi over
to the over atwine ka utwine nadiyo
kandi ka utabinsa bi yeah, of course nawe takusobola kweteka burden yo kutwala ebisumuzo bya buli somero. Now for example amasomero 16 gakagadi agende kwa wale ebisumuzo byago abikola ata besides kinu nkukibaza amanyampola nabo bali kubi bakama baitu nabo bali kubi
so nabo hansoko
yes
Sara niye
omunyola kagamba ngo ruli hangwa ni rukoze
ulamu hii.
yes okurugayo kwaitu itwe kuba assertive, actually kuba assertive kagamba no enough is enough. Obuli aho kisobola kukonyera nabandi ko nabo kugira ekibaye yamba yeah. So tikisoboka actually diyo takusobola kweteka mugugu gwokusaba ebisumuzo bya masomero habukona unamanya kitukurabamu kandi nawo namanya ngo kutukutalibana emisale takutuma actually on top of capitation grant kubantu itomu nkikugambi kagadi model doesn't exceed 7 million per term, but that money esente tizikusobola kusustain isomero for 2 weeks kakuboba nokora ebintu byana kukusemera kuba nikora on top of abegesa kuba bali batoito teachers a few kagadi model ina abana 10 plus esemere kuba na abegesa 40 plus, but hati wire buno ali abegesa 16
payroll.
Yes, on payroll, on government payroll. Ikuna mukaka. Unata sovereignty wako ingura. So that implies gap ya abegesa bali abiri na bana. Akuja ku employee ngayo abegesa aba privately aja ku employee ngayo abegesa bandi kumukonyera kupushinga ni kuhazoke kubaho some kind of learning, teaching and learning. Actually nabo bako batakayikira rulengo rwo kwegesa ku nyine because umwegesa omwali supposed to handling abana 40
the PPU teacher ratio.
Yes,
it's supposed to kuba 41 PPUs
45 actually
45.
Yes,
that's one teacher.
Genda kagadi model visit kagadi model tomorrow ja kusanga okay uturatandika kukuba atiti baliyo uje kuja kusanga umwegesa omu mu P3 P4 P5 na handling abana 10 plus, just one teacher.
Also
you cannot expect kukama ente empire ukagiha mwamata.
Tugana kumanya maybe before you lay down your tools.
Yes,
government alikutweta okukora reminders oba kugijukiza kugisaba. Had you considered
think kusobora kubara ebaroha ezihandikirwa UNATU kuruga 2022 ebiro bina okomusanga. That's when we called off, we suspended actually. We suspended the industrial action after Kololo engagement with His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni amazire kutunihiza ngu he will be working on our issue. From that time onwards tuikaire nituhandike baruha. I have not come with the copies, but tiziri hansi ye baruha 10 from to different departments, to different ministries, line ministries, and nibakuolekya ngo was receiving, but to date titukatungaga response name. Nenyuma aho actually 2 months ago UNATU engaged with the Equal Opportunities Organization. Nabo babahuliriza, but up to now we don't have a report of the outcomes.
The Equal Opportunities Commission? Or?
Yeah, Equal Opportunities Commission.
Okay.
We expected maybe since it is the Equal Opportunities Commission, maybe something would be done, but tugire kwesanga time was running out, still nothing, no feedback had been given to us. So there was no option apart from laying down our tools to karora ngu at least we baikirize tuitirani tuitunge a consensus.
So tukwenda kumanya, what are the chances that your strike this time around shall bear fruits? What are the chances?
One, the budget cycle started this month. Actually.
So you targeted
budget cycle 2026-2027.
Budget cycle ni to element
tugambe kwa okutekaniriza embalira yeihanga process yetandikire mwezi guno. Actually on Monday 15th ekire kinyomine kitwende tutandika amasomero niwo conference ekubanza bayina ikara. We expect, okay, however we had already got information that we are not in that budget still.
This budget year kuja,
yes,
2026-2027.
Yes.
Na you had
2025-2026 ekatulaba nitutekereza ngo baratutekereza muliyeni. We played it cool baitu kibula yanura still no mulenu babeta batabalinguliriza bali abachenchuzi baitu batugambira ngo still na hati mu budget ekwijja kugarukaho timuli. So tukaba tuine kutekaho amani maingi kwa government ya tourism. If we are not in the budget, we suspect or we request that they make a supplementary budget. Anyway, it may not even be a supplementary budget akobita kubeta kabe discussed mu parliament. Barole hali bakwata batekanize budget yabo kwika hali agenda mu parliament tulimu. 2, abana bagenda kola exam. It's not that we are punishing them, but kakuba ihangaliba nilirumirirwa abana ku, then tibasemerere kubaleka kubonabona basemerere kukole kitukwenda niko twegesa abana bali bagende bakole bigezi byabo baitu kakuba bagende maiso bakanga bakalemeraho, then umuzaire rundiki iwanya kuino mwana mwisomero don't think ngo aruha kutekerereza umwana wao ara kumurumiriwa. So kijja kuba nkimanyisa yo muzairo yerwaneho kururo umwana wao yakoraki yasoma habwaki ningamba kino. True, we might be forced to go back to class. We might be forced.
Manje?
Which has always happened.
So already where you seated, mu mutima you already convinced bakusa kubagara.
No, ati for example kakuba habaho force ya mani muno. Of course we are professionals. Kandi nkugambira gine tu abana tukozereki titubanoveli. But you should not expect ngo omulimo gukorwa omuntu already munda aine enaku yamani guraba mulimo mulungi. And if you feel bad I kibaza time and again, don't expect ngo amasomero haliyo teaching and learning, because omwegesa already ali devastated, ali demoralized. Taine moyo gukora na gonza. So kumuforcing kugaruka mu class is one thing, no kumuikirizisa kukola kyasomere kukola is another thing. So ebyo byona government ebene bitekerezao ikya kandi why tukozesa kasumbi kano is obwire bwoireyo tokusobola kungambira ngo toine sente when this is a political season kandi tukimanyire ngo political season awe sente nyingi zituruka. So why don't you give me that money nyowe nkakolera omulimo kukakolera obululu? As simple as that.
So you are in timing.
Yes.
Nikyo mugambirika tukole ibintu byona in this time. Maybe tukwenda kumanya mukwenda how much you are pay reason from what amount to what amount.
Equal pay for equal work done. Abagenzi baitu zibakutunga netwe nizo tukwenda. Bagenzi
banyu whom are you mukubisana na baraha?
Actually maybe kintaire bakurungi why we went on industrial action. It is simple, salary disparities. I do the same work with my colleague. He gets 4 million, I get 400,000. And
okwenda iwo wa primary.
Yes.
Okwenda kwegeragiranya na teacher wa secondary.
Yes.
Wa sciences.
Yes. The kanogamba kwegeragiranya actually ekintu ekyo timanyire abantu bakietegereza bata oho kweta wa sciences kukiro omwegesa wa primary ahandikire plain paper. Omwana ija mu primary kutama ataine kintu kyamanyire from zero. Nyowe ni mutekamu iwe byokujja kweta science ebyokujja kweta arts byona ninyembe mutekeremu. Who is a scientist? You define the scientist now, because you cannot teach this learner from zero. Kakuba aba atasomera P1 P2 P7 toso kumuteka mu secondary, then ukagamba ngo hati akusoma sciences akusoma arts.
So mukwenda baba ya million and 12
yes
babateka zinga.
We want equal pay for equal work done.
You're not clear.
Tukwenda omusara ogukuingana na bagenzi baitu abatukora nabe milimo ekwisana. Actually batakikwata kubingi we are envying them obangu
mbagire timu
tukubagira ehali tinango tiriri hali. Actually ubwana bahati nabauliza na bakutrola omusara ogo nitu twago negotiating guli mu CBA yaitu mu collective bargaining agreement.
Ogwa basayisa
we hamu baguba.
Okay,
as simple as that. So obukiraba nikisoboka government ekusobola kubahereza bali musaro naitwe nesobola kutusembeza no tutabayinga ino course itumanya ngo no mubani muri mu class abaho mwana akira mugenzi abaho aina heki enkizo kya koleki. Yes, we accept basobola kuba baine basobola kubahereza allowance inka za practicals na kitu ezitakora. However net tuzikora. For example nyewe nkasoma music, dance and drama no rujungu, but we also have practicals za music. Music is also science. PE na yeye it is a science, a pure science.
Okay. Maybe siramu tukwenda kumanya now that I feel convinced. Otugambire ngo government sabutaba kasente kanye ngire mukenda sazinu.
Yes.
Obesakaba hati engetu chikengere. So when do you intend to pose this strike?
Banzoleke ogambire so kukatuha obesa kutakatuha
bait watugamba there are chances ogaruka isome
stand yero obwire buno. According to my general secretary, it is either a dead term or the salary is enhanced.
Panji
ukihuliri oba etamu tukugimala tutasomeseze
eferiyo ne feriki
oba omusara gukuongezeka abibiri haja kuba okimu.
That is your stake.
No, the union's stake. Yes, akuba a statement uttered by the general secretary is a union's statement.
So is saying
oba musara guongezeka
rundi
oba kutongezibwe etamu tukibale nguvu
right there tulirize ogwa kumweta Mr. Musingu Solomon ali chairperson wa Uganda National Teachers Union Kagadi branch, and is ali mutekanisa ya leadership, and is bring us up to speed na ngere bakire hakikura nti they lay down their tools. But as I told you, the panel yenyine with the Solomon twine okinisa alinda Peter kandi wona kusomesa mu masomero aga abantu kino mu ba private sector secondary schools. So nkwenda kubanenga kama Peter bagambire de okwekarakasa kwa basomesa aba government in your sector there. It is like a blessing in disguise. A blessing in disguise. Could it be true? Ngunyo kuli mu kuzina gude akazina rako
waitu bwana MC Bahati ngonza kusima abwechikaguze ekyo, but allow me to have like a say, some comment ntaito via submission ya mgenzi wange Mr. Solomon. Boko banorora kugerageranya umufumo aroya cyurufumo nagamba nti omuntu wena haro basoka gamba bahana gulimu icyo cyo kubanza ekya kabiri okusa kukora ekintu notekaniza nyenkya enungi tikuli gambe kikole basazino nti maybe kyobubi ati obayo rozere kyabayiroho. By the time of our calling it off strike, I think it was around 4th of July 2022. Byali mbusinge president bekiraniza nawe na ibitongole bikwawukana bagaruka kuija kukora. Then now 3 years down omulimo ne bakora kurungi, and later on I think our government etakubagaruka. However, ngere tukiesere divide and rule. These days institutions za government bwana MC Bahati zigenzere nizitalibanizibwamu mu mikore implementation nayo nerema to some extent. Ara kantu kampotingirege nti aka mkuru somo na gambirege, yes, government schools, but you may not know the challenges being faced inside. Obuzibu obakwitira na munda hagatomu hato obukurugayo bukataha no munsaho yabo ebintu nibikorachi nibigazia. This is the situation hokusanga nti currently embere tuli mu Uganda tuli ya hati ekatabuka eine embere yirimu toina oine hati kana roho kwiko kabisa na nomuntu kagamba yikurekere ondekere for your information. Iyo kimanyire bwana MC obwahizire mu disparities zino in terms of payments hakajamu nenyahukaniza y'abantu bano babiri for your information. Yes, iyo kimanyire obwere mutera kembozi nkaho osakura naga hatobu nawe atakubaza cyo wa atongo. Yes,
akaijaho nakasoranga
I made saving bwana
why to wandera hati this is real. Staff ni haba mu abegesa aba science na aba arts kionka saha musanju nizihika aba arts ni baikara bonka na aba sciences ni baikara bonka
baitu inywena mwine ekichumbiro kimwe ni muri akahunga inywena
hati nikyo kugambira bali bakwikara bonka
ayisho
kwikara bonka
ngwatu buto kujya musoyiro.
Yes,
abasomesa aba arts bakuliage inyama aba arts ne bali him
so ile exceptional.
So is a different school.
Abo kuba bo bayinentegeka yabo ikwawukana, but in other schools inkwenda kugamba it is real oja gendo kole survey abegesa owa science na agenda na ikara in a different place na akora order mtaone ni baleta
exactly
onu na owa arts na funda bihimba na poshe bichumbiro gwa isomero.
Now,
is real.
Bwana MC Bahati ekintu kino chikaija find it was a blessing to a certain group kyali kyomugisa ha group emu kandi kyaba kirungi but at the same time kyaba kibi muno hasaide endi iyo kimanyire na habwire bunu abana abo bakurwanaga muno abandi bakwamye muno nutasoma na busomesi
Yes.
na muno kugamba nyonda bamusomesa history manya wa SST manya wa bikebyo no nikyoleka okwija ku ekintu kino kikaija nko kusanyaho kuchwera kimwe kintu kigwe kuli kubugate ihanga likwenda lifoke lyabasayansa bonga however to me ikyanibere kirungi kuba haizire mwakantu batira muno gamba atera babira akora ki abayinganiza ntino kyakubahire government kabane yenda abantu bano kubahereza akasenta ako kandi bayireho tukimanya yes abantu bano okimanya abasanti sawa bagira obwire bwingiho omukwatendinga abana babo nibetagisa nebintu bikwakana bakwatera akantu akali exceptional then nabanu nabo ba mumbera endi so iyo kimanyire bwire bunu issues challenges aba artists bano bayine iyo kimaisa zino kirinko bugamba Mr Junior alimsaji senior CBO katugamba buso umuntu areja kumusanga muhanda akamugamba miss msaji ogo bwatansangire ndimire kina kya kasasiro nti maybe atankonye wayesangi ntene katandara atankonye baitu kandi ati bana abasomesa bo omwana jagenda amusange muhanda oba amusange mukicweka kino msaji ogo mwaka guli no bakoze strike no bunyakwere Zambia no buntakoze what does that mean nti akantu ako kaine kintu kikote kikakuletamu so nikyoleka nti kakuba baraguma batyo ndidi tamwene kafwako abana batakozere P7 bakaferwa because you can't go to the next level utakozera level kiba nikyoleka nte ihanga lijagaruka henyuma some step so
obana osobora kugikora kandi ukagwa
obana osakole kintu fine okagumizamu baitu utakoze kungolo kozereki osemere kuba no okora kurungi so I want to go back to the question yongambire is it a blessing
in your
kora nti bana basomesa obatere bikwato byabo hansi itwe nkaba private institutions ntito twafunamu
nti mukutere ngalo
oba tutera mu ngalo tukusemera tukuraba mihanda nsuliza
mu abana bachagaruka omwana
ekyo tikyandube niko kuba kisemere kuba kiri by the way for information neto tutalibaniziyo iyo kimanyire nti abazaire bo bakakitwara nti hona nuko kiri yes kandi when you look at the turn up no masomo getu ga private in fact it is 40%.
abana tibakuri
Yes, they are not there. Hatibo ukukuli kinengere kintu kyanyweire kyagendera kimuno omuntu abulijo so nawe ekyo naito kuno kinengere kitukoseze gonze entito tuliyo kandi kwenda kugambire buso omuntu atenda mulimo gwa government for information banemse bahadi everybody nenyo wali okuli oba private mulimo gwa government ngwera kandi nanyuko omuntu nkuba ninyinda kusemererwa ntakabere kugiyayo nsanga kikozereki kisemeire yes nsanga kisemeire nuko kintu kirobata kurungi hati bana bako bana batekano batema empenda of course nanyuko omuntu nkuba nibasake kekirungi bako barabire omumuhando gusemeire
bati optimisa Peter tukimanyire kurungi according to the available data ni present somo mahure omusomesa owa private afuna kasente kataito
exactly
kusingaho owa government for example nje amasomero agamu mukagadi nje kusanga isomero ya private sasura omusomesa kasente kataito bait performance yomwana wa private nesingaho muno your government who is on government payroll kino chikuja kita.
Thank you very much. Nikyokugambirege hakubanza inti institutions za government ziroho okuzira zirozo mbekeri baitu zine bizibu byazo. Implementation, monitoring mu government teri kungeri kisemerero kuba nikikorwa.
An indication that Solomon Solomon
Yes.
and his colleague teachers, they are sleeping on their work.
No.
They may not be sleeping,
Eh.
baitu bakugambire nti capitation grant ibakufuna nk'isomero nkamoddo eya milioni 7. For example, etakusobona kurunning isomero for 2 weeks. Kandi obwakwija akagaruka mu muzaire nti we muleteye 20,000 zekigezo. Tujja kora mid-term wa end of week exam assessment omuzaina atere nduru nti president Museveni center kakorachi akayisasura nibagenda mu RDC omuntu nayepakira kuruga ngara kuruga ndaiga natamu mutwaro gumu kwija mu RDC kugamba batusabire 13 zaki zekigezo. So nikioleka ihaho kintu kinege kyagenze kyasiskaramu hati to kuno waitu it automatically kiri between the employer and that person directly. It is a yes or no. Then two.
And under normal circumstances, Peter.
Yes.
Director akiyakuba resident haisomeroli akiyakuba ha.
Exactly.
So supervision is easy.
Then two, private institutions ibe bintu bya ukanire kimu. Supervision is very tight. Kandi kyakabiri, it is easier to appoint and dismiss and disappoint within no drink of an eye, which is very different. Mu government, hato mu government oja kwesanga musomesa. I always have a question. Iwora hulireho head teacher o government ebingire yagamba taha abana bagwi. Akarugambe mukozere nka P7 hati abana werenka nkaga haraba abana ngabatana hata abana 5 bona babo ndibwa kenye nchante bamuko baitu hati
moral authority ginayo kumubinga
baitu hati in a private institution iwe gezaho kati oli head teacher oli musomesa omwana wao agwe kigezo agwe subject the following year you just be given a buy nibaleta abantu abandi. So nikioleka there is some kind of difference alimu hagati yao enyaukana hagati ya institutions zimibiri bintu bikuletwa maybe obwiro bukusinga fine iyo buli kintu kibakweta government is good emikore ya inonji might fall up hati wo kimanyire obwiro bwiro karura issues obwiro bukusinga mu institutions ezindi goze tuli mu masomero no twagena mu health department no sanga naho obuhereza nusakwijayo bitu kandi nujya kwesanga issues ezikwijaho nizarayizinga. So nahabwekyo itwe nka private, I will not say into white strike iyo teniyo into white teniyo baitu omukusasa okutwine ntusaba government okyakwene kisoboka, but we know it is very possible because government obokyara parliament ikalire ati tumbe ijuri jomba egeni kaguzo muntu assuming saa nkazemu abege kugwa ekijura akaija kikalameti yona erwali yakugade yona likasenyeka hansi yona biju biki byona. Does it mean it kweli abantu bakagadi ntulema kufuna obujanja? It means ene kubaho entekaniza provision iya immediately ko taxa kwijo mbwiro obwo hasobole kwijaho a replacement oba supplementary budget ejaho wara budget iraha baito mu bwangu obuhereza bukoleki kakuba haije kiroire nke mu bwangu ebora god forbid. Does it mean abantu bafwe?
So are you challenging the government to have standby teachers?
Not standby. When the Cuban doctors came in, what happened?
The Cuban doctors?
Yes. Kikamaranizimu.
Ekia kulenga kugamba government esere sente.
So the
wangu
exactly. The government has money, people. The government has money. However, tunokira abantu sector ya ebyenyegesa niye kyasingire kubana abakozi bayingi. But at the same time, no kyasingire kufuna musara mutayindo in the country.
Okay.
So that means the government can as well manage this issue. Ikata munsongenu, ikagimalira abasomesa bakagaruka. If not, they sit bachikole mbahandiki. Aro mutomo begenda anyubiraho nibangamba nti abasomesa bano at the same time gonze ni bademandinga. Was there a written agreement or contract obwiro bali ni bataisa bali ni bakolinga down the strike by around 4th of July 2022 haro contract agreement ebahandikire kuleka nti government neikiriza mu myaka 3 eno era abande benguzo omusara.
What question? What you know? Oja Solomon. Allow me to bring this gentleman. You come. But you don't just taking a note. Actually, this is leadership program to live on 91.7 Faba Kagadi Community Radio, but we are also streaming live on www.kkcr.urdt.net. But also for those abakwenda kubandi baturaho to live KKCTV YouTube okusa ku agenda YouTube otekemu KKCTV YouTube abala WhatsApp we have shared the link. My producer Agaba Charles abala WhatsApp is Akagadi Chenjo John Chibale linki ya YouTube emazire kuba nesharingibwa on various platforms. Just tap on that link oichakwana live ekigenda maiso mu studios kwenda Junior briefly awetinisa Katsepta Junior ingene bayire ngambire mwekazi wa Mutunda wa season panelist kandi ali mkande kindi wa mkugumbia mateka. Junior briefly ramkyaho emienda ya kitara na abana Uganda.
Ndi mwekazi wa Kagadi municipality. Ya Mutunda sote tubile arekero.
Areke kwenda kwa bya.
Mutunda ngitozere kikuma. Now it is Kagadi
municipality.
Wiki ya hoire akaitara cabinet meeting ya Sabakokas elected a new administrative unit. To my surprise, Kagadi municipality mazire myaka 12 ha order paper akabura yo ogibaririza
discussion hiyo ndio first by two.
But for now we are going to keep triggering kujokukara ntuhara until parliament weragaruka mu rutura rwayo. We must see Kagadi municipality on table. No batagambe tandika ibiri abiri na mukaga. But should be programmed tumanye ngo ibiri abiri na musanjo bari na munane jakorachi ajya kutandika au kukanduge. Sibiroto muhiza wetu wa KKCR unganyira bokererero twikaire mukoro nturaga RDC the former acting RDC
Benjamin.
Amukuru Benjamin akorotera tukamuragaira tubaira Shimo Hotel kandi twatunga RDC basatu. We have got the full RDC, the deputy and assistant bona baziro murundo gumu na DPC so twina abantu nkabana abayaka including the OC station and the OCCID bano bona bari bantu mukaga, and therefore we should give politicians hope ngwate gusaho munywani wabo. For these 3 months ziba kujya muresi. I want to really witness ngubana abantu betwarwa kutangira busaha kubamanya busaho bayinaho ki emparana so mugende muresi mwesibirezi ibi arabaho niwo. But in the same occasion they were looking for Solomon. Yes. Okay, was Solomon.
Solomon wari hano.
Yes.
Yes. Actually, when you had already started the program, the whole issue is nyenda kureba Solomon.
Security apparatus sector Solomon.
Yes, but I also want to state it categorically. Ngo Solomon is acting in public trust of the enterprise of the organization called Donato. Ngo bintu bya Solomon byakora takubiye korera nkawe. Solomon is just a delegated officer. I know sobozi obwa kukozesa obwa batahibe akaikara branch ya Kagadi yatera akaru. And I want to thank the teachers of Kagadi district.
Ukwenda kubasima abo
na sekusima
abo kuleka abana
ngo at some time we had the chairman unaki ayaro district netandika akakora umurimo murungi muzeyi
Kajoza.
Yes, I want to mujuka because I mirimo yenkora na Vegas. Nobody hijamu the young blood.
ya Solomon.
I want to equate Solomon with Philbert. I want to equate Solomon with the Tweheyo.
But he was also
I want to tell you, Solomon one akodeseza platform nkasanga na kozesa our local government staff. Staff ya it platform eyo ebaho a lot of bullying
we are different technocrats. Hatiboleta idea, especially Norugamu, you know, lower sections of the district. I think a parish chief accept our message who is this one? I think now Emia, the teacher of Ungara, will let a message, then the owners of the thing who is that sort of until we saw is the branch manager or chairperson of Onato and Tuarugayo, and we want to say communication yai eba yenonge muno. But he's timely, he's firm, and he's unshakable.
Sure.
Yes. And I would say Singanyawaire Mbusomesa. Either would be the vice chairperson Solomon because at the end of the day, what counts in life is your impact. Omubomezi bwa. Oyambireki okuhindura hesi from one step to another. Hati ekiro nikigenda maiso is about changing the image and the future of education sector. True. Categorize. Tuli hano tukudeleso rujungu tukozereki kanso bikimpora noyeta diplomat. The whole foundation was at Kabuga Primary School. Nyambeo. He was at Ichitegwa Primary School. I was at Nyaruziba and later Chenzige Primary School. Barefoot. So,
but because of
I was taught by Unite people. There is a teacher I still respect called the Oboy Francis. Taught me mathematics. Then akabaho no musai John Omutumu Silver. Okay, I will look for him. Those teachers were being paid the mitwaro yaringa in 2005. Mina musanju, no PTA, chategereze. Nibesoroza mwakahunga, ibihimba bataka bisika, they just throw their onion and salt. And this teacher teaches me to score aggregate 9. Chategereze.
But I'm told Mina musanju.
Yes. By to Aurora, who is almost volunteering.
That's true.
Twasorozaga amafuta agokuteka mu lantern lamp. Nitukera kusoma saa 12. Oba rwebaju amafuta ubundi nigahwamu, we get stranded. Now these patriotic teachers, after those long years of negotiation, abruptly omunoja no muhimitwaro ana netano onde no million ina. It is not going to sustain education. The sector is going to dogs because of politics. That if a country ihanga bulukwa nienda kufa, the first button to press is education. Because if wakwata button is education, all the other organs, because education is at the source. In developed democracies like Germany, US, France, Netherlands, Japan, omwegesa tasasura musoro is yes, tasasura misoro binu vya pay as you earn. Afuna duty free products. They are treated like
medical insurance.
Yes. Now here the RDC is not paying omusoro. They don't pay. Je degrade. Police basasura misoro. UPDF tasasura misoro. Akasentika ukona kajambo kakozire kokaizire. Even these ones batira ha 4 million bakubatema million emne mitwara abi.
That's true.
Get degrade. Now instead of expanding the economy, okagendo katekaho businesses zikakanya na environment yoko yamwe misoro, you reduce on the tax wastage zinu zokueleza aba China bakuja ne bahigo musenye tako yo misoro, people in industry hato kuja no nyigirizo mwegesa no akomuongeza no kamtema 30% of additional income. So eventually our education system has been plundered into politics. What even if you're no racism, it is politics. And there is a long-term effect. In the next 5, 10, and 20 years, that we are going to have schools to Japan where there is no learning. Or you can know some interviewing a TV, bakukora boda boda, bakuja mu kusubule bichori, bali has study leave kumbali Dubai akusera sente, because watakoleki omwana we will never be a qualified medical doctor.
Yes.
Omwana we will never be a lawyer. Omwana we will never be an engineer. Because for you to produce an engineer, nikyetagisa mu mwana wawe omuteke into a better primary school where the results zarafuna zimwikirize kugenda into middle or first class secondary schools za Namugongo, Uganda Matters, Buddo, King's College, you know, St. Andrea, because now tosoka kudihira omwana wangara who will come in second grade kufune kikaro Mandela tajja kufune kikaro St. Andrea kawa tajja kufune kikaro St. what is this school in Busesa, one of the best schools?
St. Julie.
No, it's not St. Julie. Notre Dame. Which are the grades. Aga masomero gona, which are the foundations for career growth. Because in your Morora secondary, you think is a secondary school. Some are simply there for filling space. But the real learning of kusoma kunyini in these schools I've mentioned. Now, omwana wawe to qualify kujia masomero must come with aggregate 5, aggregate 6. Which are the grades. Ekyo tikija kusobokera kya Bitundu primary school, tikija kusobokera ka Buganga. Yategereza
mbere hari abegisa babiri
na mbere hari abegisa babiri nebegisa class mukanga where a teacher marks 100 books for mathematics na marira tagaruke no mu class to do reflection where the children attend school twice a week because either bari kusoya benyanja oba bakurinde enyonyi omucheri gumezeri yategereza. Now this teacher called Solomon amitwara 85, you are comparing him to swallow multiple loans from various sources. Nalia Centenary Bank, akulia Post Bank, akulia Muleshego, na mara nalia no Mwarinda Peter as a personal money lender. So what happens while the children at school abana ba Solomon, then Solomon, because of financial debit and financial stress, amalira nawe hisomera tagireyo no mukana aburayo no horangwe teacher has deserted a primary school is award absent without what leave. Now while you promote the science teachers, the other teachers for humanity abakusomesa Rujungu, English, SST or geography or CRE, they are not attending to the learners. So at the end of the day, oinomwana in very poor grades in science, but also even has not passed the arts. While the child has a first grade, which you call result 1, a first grade in new curriculum, where the child has passed 2 subjects, get the grades, you will hardly access to kufuna omugisa go kugenda kusoma any science course, either nursing, engineering, you know, any vocational course. And therefore, what happens, he drops out and joins gangs of Kunyenjaga. Was I still on introduction? I'm done.
Kwenda ngere benda mbere utambenda bitu or you have submitted bitu. I want to understand from you from a legal perspective. Abazaire, we have made some we have made open calls here in your other programs. Abazaire, they are proposing government because we abana bengi abasomere on the streets. Habo government banu bone taba firinga. Ngere buli yakoze ya the Cuban doctors.
Bene kusaba. The same muzaira ngaruke mukiro. Ijwera abasomesa ba science bakajya strike. Miezi ebiri abaketa ababingire government.
Maybe you can also
the question deserves the straight answer. Hakasoka ba science. The science teachers bari ha same salary scale na ba arts. Ne ofuna million ye. Is it 1 million or around 800?
800 around.
Mtoro kinana ne ta for you for graduate. Our science, mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, jategrezi bagenda industrial action ba maromwezi miezi vile batakusomesa. They were called in Kampala. Nakasero promised a salary equivalent to an engineer in Europe. Jategrezi equivalent to a medical officer, equivalent to an environmental officer of the district, because they are all science. Thank you. Now, but you forget what constitutes a curriculum. What constitutes what?
Curriculum.
A curriculum. Tikuri kusoma biology and physics alone. I want to tell you critical areas in this country. Ebihanda ebikombekense. The judiciary. The what? Handicrams. Where I think by God's grace in Jakugiari does not need your biology and physics. it needs
Okay, so critical.
yes critical kuba nekihande kiramuzi ekihande kirimo ba judges, chief justice, director of public prosecution n'abandi ukitegereza ikihande tikikwetaga physics na chemistry
Na chemistry.
while they are considered as principal passes at A level. Baito mwana Loya Murungi has done history, has done literature, has done economics, has done CRA. Because of tugenda mu jurisprudence and other core subjects in law, ukusanga nibinywana muno mu, you know, in that background. So, do you want to mean lawyers are useless? And do you know how much money is paid to a judge? Many judge afuna sente zinga. You know what
Ita. So they are about
genda pora.
They also complain.
You think it is state attorney millionaires?
Ita.
Muramuza millionaires
Ita.
at the beginning.
Just some directors and parastatals are getting 50, 60 million.
Of course, other officers in the government departments were million kumineta. Is that biology?
No.
Is that mathematics? Atokaturuge. When you go to the sector of executive,
Now you've gone political.
executive, bana bari mbikaru ebya politics. Starting with the president, his vice president, the right honorable prime minister, honorable speaker, the right honorable deputy speaker.
But the president earns 3.4 million.
Please, I'm telling you what I know.
I know you want to.
Ezo sector zone from number 1 to about number 15. Busamu wa mathematics. Which means zino arts zeba somere hanse is kidomadomba zine zitukuro zitene mugaso. These arts were able to form the president who did the economics and the
Political science.
Political science at the University of Nairobi. Just great. Wafunanita Mo, who is an accountant. Wafuna the deputy speaker, who is a lawyer. Wafuna right honorable Nabanja, who did development studies.
But she first did education.
After doing a diploma in education. You mean the education they got was not impactful to the economy? I want us to be sincere because Starora had yet to have examples. So you mean right honorable Nabanja because he did not do biology chemistry is not impactful?
Maybe to draw you back.
The proponents aba bayizire ku misleading president ngo arts zine mugaso were indeed arts people.
True.
Including the minister for education, including the first lady, who in my view is not a scientist. She purely did arts. If I can retrieve her
At
CV.
which level?
She has a master's, I think.
No.
No, she has a master's. I can just call UCU. So, why I want to tell you, ngo ekihanda kebinyagesa buri muntu kyasomere kiri very important. It is by choice. I had the first grade at O level, but I opted to do arts because your passion young in your you would not compare me to be a surgeon. I don't want it. Nina bana bamaze senior 6 with the PEM, with the BCA, they are doing law. Na kugamba my mosaic forced me to do biology, but interest young is being an advocate. We just have somebody who dropped out from Makerere recently, was doing medicine. Yeah, you quite mwaka gwa kabiri easy. Is at my university doing law. Get the grades. So, teachers at whatever level, they have one name. They are teachers. Okay, the grades. Whether they teach geography, whether they teach biology. To me, if I was in cabinet, ninyenda kuleta harmony, I would propose a practical allowance for biology, physics, chemistry teachers.
Which is okay.
A practical allowance per month.
Practical.
Yes. Practical yoga mu lab, gukora reagents, gukora ki additional time.
Ebi abantu batakukora aba arts.
Aba arts batakukora. Maybe as a motivation. But this allowance could not surpass 30% of the salary scale of all others. Which means it went to 3 million if the top salary is 4 million. Ninkwato wa arts ni 1 million za yes. Isa. Nintopinga million name as an incentive for the science teacher. Ogenda ka preparing laboratory zaye kora research nebike bindi. But bringing a teacher of biology okamuha 4 million okaleta wa economics okamuha emitwaro 75 is not only madness.
Maybe for lack of a better word.
It's madness from the policy makers who advise the president. Kulinko kugwaho iraro. This teacher went to Chambogo University. Yakora kosi emyaka 3 get degrees. Unfortunately, the economics teacher was yasomaga no mathematics because they were in a course unit zibakushare. The quantitative mathematics, bichi, intermediate accounting, So literally just something little separating them.
Okay.
Hatu byaruga university onu yakira milioni ina onu wa mitwaro nsanga. You are looking at them to produce a holistic Ugandan. Ngubegeso muna Uganda turuka hoidi. Now, because of the politics in the cabinet, especially now that cabinet is corresponding on impulse planning, ubakure ekizimba hano kiyakai nibagaba nutuba. This entire cows were in Chankwan's chief administrative officers because bataito and town clerks baskuzinga muzei yabayiha miliyoni 2.3 yabataha miliyoni 12 next week.
Yes.
An increment of 500%. And then you tell us that you don't have teacher for other public money for other public servants. Kirokin Urugao.
Yes, I've seen the document here.
We are also going for industrial action. Umugozi kwa iku. All local government staff. Kandi etu wa local government. Na mbele kijako batalibani za munu. We have accountants. We have human resource officer. We have CFO. Abo nibo bayine kisumuruzo IPPS na payroll. Now, if our chairperson of Uruga get the grace, Government Workers Union, Baraka Ishunga directive ngu put down your tools. It means human resource must put them down. Wakufune mitwaro nsanju nebi. Ori. CFO must put it down. Wakufuna milioni 4.5. Of course, Deputy Cow, bakamuleke nyuma, is earning 1.75.
Take home 1.2.
Bakawa kamwe.
Cow main akumusinyisa milioni 10. You see, I told you about madness.
That's madness, really.
You all have master's degree, mwine miaka 10 in service, omari ya milioni 12, iyo ya milioni 4.5. Take home in mwabi. And you all in one office under one roof and sharing tea. So legally, the constitution of Uganda talks about equal pay for equal work done. Ngu muramu tuzira isomere esaha 2 next week. Mwakora mwahika saha 10 mukata. You must be paid a commensurate pay. Hataba honu mwisiki onu musaija.
So you want to say the government
What is in the breach of the constitution? What is doing is unconstitutional and kugamba system zetu za mateka tuzikora. The person responsible for Ministry of Education should be sanctioned. Kinu kiwao kita. If there is a disparity, waraho ekinte kikwahure misara, there must be justifiable reasons. Ngabo nkugambira ngo wa science aina kasente kakutwa. So number one, ebimukura nja kukwata Solomon, it will not happen. Let me tell you. Not only Solomon, all branch chairpersons of UNATO across the country, nobody will go to prison. Nobody will go and make a recording at police.
They are within the...
Because the Employment Act, ochetegereze, ekiragiro kikuhangaho emirimo. The Labor Unions Act yenkumiro mukaga. The Labor Disputes, Arbitration and Settlement Act ibino mukaga za amended. Labor Unions Act, byona bihereza omukozi wa government, oba atari wa government, to join a labor union. To join what?
A labor union.
Kutaha mu kitongole kigaita abakozi. I am a member of the non-unionized workers. I'm a delegate. On your degrees. I do practice and I have learned them. Ngo mukozi okujja mu union akoleke obutali bumativubu is within the mother of the constitution of Uganda.
Na constitution to make embracing.
On your degrees. Even you have put up the industrial court. On your degrees. Kote kujonaliziwa na abakozi. Handling issues regarding to employment. Now, if the government agencies, CAO, DP, CRDC, obarandi bahura ngu abakozi bano ba UNATO babatalibaniza, they can drag them to court.
Industrial court.
2. mpulire omunyamakuru haredi yemungenki akarawo, and I want to rubbish this ignorance kwenda ngiheho okubinga omukozi wa government tobinga nka kubinga maid ohire bugasharo wawe. They are laid down procedures eri mu public service standing orders ibirabiri na gumu 2021 edition. Ochategerize there is a verbal warning bagigabe mirunenga ebiri verbal kikenge kugambira Solomon wegaruke from the supervisor, not from the neighbors. Many LC1 immediate supervisor they teach barugaho agenda muri 10 umuhandikire wakulema you refer the matter to the rewards and sanctions committee ali akakora takagaruka mwengeso nicyo huro mwegesa nyumwenge mwaka ha mwaka kumubiga ukakora kalema ajya muri rewards asaba apology ori asaba apology ganyo kuruga kirukino mwenge nkozire arokoka bamusabira agenda agugarukamu kitegereza
process inatoka hiya
basa ine kumuririze mirunde tari hasi ye yes sir bamurifaringa mu service commission for further action hata ika mu service commission ayongera sabe kiganyiro. He asks for pardon. Now by the time bori ovya kuleta fairo ye oinegaruka yo kuri mu verbal warning. I want to tell you that kubingo omukozi wa government inyo abatari mu system mu kirorankiye kintu ekya even actually mu kusaka kumubinga he makes an appeal
katondo kibala abasuze
hano mwagambaga bakabinga bebigurende tibakora. Are they not working? He makes an appeal in Public Service Commission.
Okay.
So, ebyo kutinisiriza omwegesa wa Kyabitundu, omwegesa wa Kinaba Primary School, baza kuyapero nibo kuyonku. Under what procedures? You mean anything on payroll ni kintu kyokera no tekereza butekere. Today I didn't Peter, you will not earn July. Mama, musome, you inquire. Ngotakagira mzindaro to make those comedic commentaries. Have information that umukozi wa government ainekibakweta security of tenure. Security of tenure is that ekiragiro omujunguke yakoze akakitamwe indati kyanywera. Yadegereze ngu you don't simply wake up and say omusaho guyanta makapto mubingi oja kumtransferring omazayo district kumubinga kukuleme. And even when the issue is about to dismissal, the public service standing orders, is very serious on cases of dismissal. Not every disciplinary case leads to dismissal. And one of the cases of dismissing, even the Rewards and Sanctions Committee, the issue of industrial action is not stated in the law.
So industrial action cannot.
So if a teacher is absent because there is an industrial action taking on and the notice has been issued by issuing a notice against the minister, ikaramuka okore misiri yao to the border genda haduka busara kwata. This one I'm assuring you as a legal person.
Okay, truly right there Katsepta Junior kandi Amna Mateka and to gezo kutangaza mu on which basis over the legal basis abakiba n'abasomesa they are this bold okuranti tomorrow they are hitting day 4 kandi bali mkedimo kabu kandi utamu ya kasatu negenda omaisa tulirize in other private schools. This is leadership program and with us we have Otinisa Kasepta Junior, Otinisa Msimbu Solomon from Unatu, Otinisa Alinda Peter and Adith Jankcha kwenda kuleta Otinisa Gadbenda kandi una abanirire dembe eriabo abatakwe sobora abo abatakusobora kwebaliriza na providinga pro bono legal services. Benda you and I understand that the article akawairo article 30 akawairo 13 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda provides the right to education. Kandi this is the duty of the state hamu na omuzaire mungamba the state is supposed to employ omusomesa abe ale somero as international conventions zona zikuprovidinga for this right omwana okuba nafuna obwegese atani kikumutebaniza kiona. In this circumstance can we have ankwenda kumanya whom should we blame ekyakabiri akusakubaho looking at the side zimibiri can we have a win-win situation Mr. Gadbenda kandi maybe omusomesa yesi nagamba ngu nawe akwekalakasa kulanira obugabe bwaye, but equally twine this innocent learner who doesn't know all this, Mr. Gadbenda.
Yes, we bali mnonga wana bahati which bitu nyikiriza mbanze nanye yongerezo cyaje n'ikiyana gamba namunga mno ko kintu twategeye niteka kosi limangu. I will come back to that particular one.
Okay.
Junior ya gamba ko kintu twategeye necho butamaraga bingomo because of the action. Nashobo kweterera nguru there is discrimination. Constitution ya jigamba nambwe n'ekiragiro kiri kuvuga ebyabakozi. You know tikivugaga abakozi bo nkakivugaga n'abakozi. In fact waza kweteza kekiragiro owakoze n'ekiragiro cy'abakozi.
The Employment Act.
I think it's because I think it was also n'abakanye mukozi
akanyiga
idea tine iteka eriruzire nk'eby'abakozi. Tine iteka eriruzire okuprotectinga abantu nk'eby'abakozi. One time, and no one, of course, by then you remember there was Labour Party. Labour Party actually rose. Labour Party ekaruga ombakozi bari kurwanira welfare yabo. So batandikana party. Back to recent, I was teaching people that when you are saying, for us, we are civil servants, we are not supposed to comment on politics. Now you go to hell. Because the democracy you're talking about, actually, there is a party. There is a party, our cause. They are the ones who finance the Labour Party in the UK. Bungereza, they want to take a message, because they have to guarantee their welfare. Yeah, how be the Kuleongo? Now, maybe our interests are fulfilled. And they are very serious. They have even taken the presidents. Gordon Brown was from Labour. So there are many prime ministers. So, Employment Act Section 6. Eragira niyo junior anagabo. Ugoshibere ku muntu kumuherezo omushara. Okuyingana na mugenzi we habwe imirimo irashona. Habwe imirimo irakora ki? Irashona ningashi eyino omwinkano. Ngo the value of what? The value is about actually ngo iworabasa kuba uri kuhinga uri ari kusaha. Bitu yo kusikira nkoko okuhinga ndakwetagamo. No kusikira bya nkoko kusahara kwetagamo. Byona birabishanga biringana. Walagereza? Because toka ahinga utasahire. Yeah? So that's the point. Then I watching maybe junior aku ya sigoka naka equal opportunities commission act. Ya 2007. In fact kandi yora kinetera kimwe. Era cyaguta days yora gira ngo oshemerera kuba ora treating abakozi wona without discrimination. Hatari okusosora. Hatkora abebona n'abashomesa. You get it? And education, holistic education has the same value. Etegereza. Eratiri. Iyo value. Eratiri yebyenyegesa. Yona neki?
Niko mupira, defender, keeper, winger.
Bona nabazandi.
If keeper yakubera fake nkonana then you are.
Bora kutema bora zikuzikuni. Aba defenders era barakunyaza. Era hata nabateba itimu nateba gora.
Na midi yafa timu ni.
Exactly.
So when they have the equal value.
Yes, they were jambule bashemera ko barasosora. In fact they made even it goes ahead to make 3 points. Emwe eragira equal pay for equal value. That employers must pay men and women equally for work that is of equal value regardless of the specific job. Regardless. That's the point that Solomon and Junior are talking about. Regardless, you okora wali kwegesa science, wali kwegesa arts, mwena muli kwegesa.
Itwena tuliregesa.
Regardless of sport,
But as long as you are all
teachers, all of we are contributing to education. To the right, all of you are actually promoting the right to education. You get it? So the same value. That interpretation, the second, non-discrimination. Employers cannot discriminate in pay or other employment terms based on protected characteristics such as sex, age, race, color, ethnic groups, tribe, birth, religion, social or economic standing or political opinion or disability. Social or economic.
Okakora kemesotara manyorujungu.
Junior kumbabusa.
Can you pass kemesotara manyorujungu?
Somebody mix this.
Junior kumbabusa babuzo.
Ningo karabo kubarotara manyorujungu bari kubuza. Without use of tables or calculator.
Junior, when I was doing my masters, one of my master's degree, I did econometrics.
Nothing to show taxation and law.
Econometrics is a purely science subject, but my master's is an arts.
Imagine.
The Master of International Trade Policy and Law. But I have econometrics, I have quantitative methods, I have...
African Union.
No, all of those things are what? Science subjects. But here they are awarding me what? An arts?
Master of Arts.
Master of Arts. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So now Bejo, actually by the way, I think analyst chana policy ya himichi basoro mugatugambi, I don't think ngokaza kushoma ogejes wadinobu watunje distinction mu mathematics ningo mu science utarabiruru
Tactically.
ikibase ndakweleza course yo kushomesa anaka apiti
Because the medium of communication
you cannot
is English.
Like in
So English is the common factor.
Yes, so but the point I'm talking about is non-discrimination. Both the constitution and also the what the other subsidiary laws are talking about. Why there is Equal Opportunities Commission 2007. Then affirmative action. That Equal Opportunities Commission is mandated to take affirmative action in favor of marginalized groups to address existing imbalances. And for me, that's the key. In this aspect, who is the marginalized? Actually, these guys are marginalized. Just about marginalized. Just marginalized. These are the people that need transport. They but an alternative
Tibajira
option.
any allowance.
Actually, by the way, are you aware that they even don't have? Do you know that they don't have even annual leave? It is passive
in the term.
Kandi muruhumura ukubona kuri schemes of work.
So now atoko
Or marking.
tugaruke de nanga akawairo ka makumyasha the right to education. In fact, the law says that the state has a duty. One, to provide. Two, to protect. And all other stakeholders have a responsibility to respect. You get it? Now, the right to education has the same value with other rights. Obugabe obwenyegesa obw'eby'obwegesa obw'okushoma nabwo ni nko bugabe bundi waje nabwo ni nko bugabe bundi including obugabe to have equal pay. You get it? And obugabe from non-discrimination kurwanisha ubutakoze cyo budasoso, because see the right to education to come, you cannot achieve the right to education and without actually doing playing your duty. No chile ngwi not ngo kuteka match tinisa ombugabe go kwega oshemere kuba oyine byo rakora. Now the state is obliged to do certain things. Now in the event nguyale makora ebyo bintu bishemere kuba rakora, now you will not achieve the enjoyment of the right to education. No chile. Now one of the duties is to ensure ngo hariho ebikwato of the state. Ebikwato n'amanyisachi harimo ebikozeso za choka, textbooks, entebe, ebizimbe, n'ebindi
n'abashomesa dobalonto.
now harimo human resource abashomesa. You get it? Abashomesa orabo utana abashomesa. One, oine kuba oine ku improve abashomesa narishiko gukora ki kuhandika wages abara wages umashomesa. Now hata abashomesa kugira ngo bakore umurimo wogwe go kwikiriza, because now hati we chikuri, see, because the state now after what it does, the state is signs the contract erakora contract na shendagano n'abashomesa niko bakora umurimo gwayo because yote ka basa kugwekorera. You get it?
If nabantu ba specialists
hate tunga banuya bije batandike basavinge. Now in the event ni wika habaho kugira ngo abashomesa umutima aba no kumatira ni horare bongo ati ya tubaza kaye tubaza gishomera na munonga hijamu obutakora ki obutinganiza mukushashura. Now inyowe nkabire ntalenda ngo mushango bagucwere abashomesa
manje. But even as you are trying to protect teachers, now I think in that same act,
yes,
that provides for an equal pay nebindi bibalizewa as enshrined under that article of employment, aruna kawela kakugamba nti tiwamatukege bucha kiro kya hatu kugamba nyo mumpo musara.
No, how do you see?
You must give government time, because the government is acquiring other issues that it is attending to.
Ati bahati. Now unfortunately bambi batkwete ndogo. Abo mpo bali kupushinga echo na kecho eyo narrative. Nalisha bali kulete kitekerezo kecho. I agree with you. Ndichiraniza nacho. But the problem eriho eringo. It has been chitwire kiriho. Tiba bugine government nalisha bukira kwataho umurundu gumwe emirundi ebiri ningesha bakayikana ha level karaja baide muri munse zindi ezebirajo birakora hakiciro bashomesa bakatwire government mukuru ninga abazire bo bonka actually bo bakatwire government mukuru
Abazire kandi.
Yes.
But in this,
because it is a duty of government to protect and provide.
But the Abazire, they can only petition court government primero mulimo gwayo.
No, you see, let me tell you. Actually, abashomesa nena barabuganira hamwe na wages. Do you know why? Because there is no contract between them and the teachers. Because there is nothing that binds them.
What?
Nothing. TV neka kwatane. Abashomesa. TV nenda gano. Nabazi. Abashomesa binenda gano na government.
So, but also have
actually, abaziri in fact bakabiri barazana harosho kuba kigwa bashomesa simply because habo kuba uri kuferwa n'umwana wao. And the state has a duty
to provide
and protect So the state is failing to protect its children from accessing the right to enjoy the right to education. What is this? So, Ramuzire takija kujanga ngosoma niko generation. No, he can do it under maybe Article 17. That he provides the duty of the what of a citizen.
But also you are aware, state, especially Mumanga Chakul, governments is in a lot of interest in education. Now, when you see America, Amashumeruga Harvard, every president is struggling. Umwana wokuza Harvard to attend the London School of Economics. Do you know that for them, they pick the cream like Bender to join education? The most intelligent bazaga mukwejes. The most intelligent.
Not other sectors.
Yes.
But that's how it was in the
I'm telling you what is outside of this country. Immediately you excel in a level, then you're prepared and you are highly paid. And you don't just go to sneak into teaching. Hano bali kuchukora bali education policies imanye degree. Degree does not mean competence.
So you learn with allowances.
Competence neruga from the foundation. Now you have a very intelligent Bendergard who shuns to teach. Literally, Okwejesa should go to the most intelligent. The most intelligent in the different fields.
In the countries that are serious with education.
Exactly. And you pay them very highly to make it competitive. But tell me, Muneza wa Benda, he has put in millions of money. Ya marakora 8 aggregates za Oliver. Really? Oza kumwejesa kufuna 700,000. Be a teacher. When an engineer somewhere is going to earn 8 million in UNRWA.
Be specific to be a teacher of secondary.
Was
700, then were primary 400.
So eventually, abantu bingi who should be in education are not there.
So that's true.
So
Abali yabachabagezi, they are really sacrificing. And when it comes to mastering and upgrading, they are not doing education.
True.
But some other sectors.
Okay, thank you for the information, Junior.
Yeah, so it's not just Gambia. Indeed, want to Gamba have Gabi. Ogunye ogu kushoma. Ogu education nashi ogu images. Uburyo umwe ayine chance yo kushoma. Bit chance ejo. Chance ejo must be facilitated. Now, one way of facilitating this is ensuring that actually hariho abeges. Hasa hatabamu embera yona iri kuletereza ngo harimo obutari bwenkanya. Haho kwa hatabira mu bwenkanya ubwo mwana taraze kutunga, taraze gukora kitaraze kwenyumirizamo bugabo. So nico bano bari kwinjiramo. Bakazanira ngo hano please nitwe mutwinganize nk'abandi. In fact, in your career, and I think turagaturu kurwana chitweta nanka minimum wage. Of course, I know that one cannot come. It was so utabasika. Bite chikabiri chiyamo. Hakotero bushomesa bunga. Haruna bali no private by the way. Haruna bali in other countries like Kenya, like they have put up thresholds, and some other countries, Tanzania and others. But ilo bakata ko minimum wage. Ejo mugwe sente zo muntu atari kubasa kora kikukolera. Esente baje mwebi mutashe no kubara bakolera bitwaro ahasi bitwaro mukaka. Unumanya wagenzi hakwani bakimanya ngo umuntu n'umuntu wahasi wenyine yashara mu kwenda kurya. Kwenda kurya. Ijoro twabyari twantuzibara. Twagera cyo kureberaho. Hati katubarenga Solomon tarbo sente eziro ezo kulisa bashomesa. Tikwe? Tiziro. So which means ni mwine kurya ahandi kuko aba district, aba commissions, aba parliament kabandi. In fact by the parliament actually even has a budget tiba kwatana na sente za.
they have what we call parliamentary canteen, which actually passed the central state of welfare budget, bazilito munanka nka suzibora bagum budget zikarabuwa so itimo kari hasente za bito mushomesa and others. Now the katubali buli egudu miri yo kugira ngo bundi ngo mushomesa akashoma katandika kutera mpihi no kutandika kunyampira mu class abana bakatandika kuza kutega
moderate one actually a good one we can
you know no mukimanya bwana bahati ngo rehemere sebo no gijyaho ne kuboyiremere muri dakika no kumano ushobora muri dakika abana bari oyinereso ni yenda kikana nitana mudakikana nitana washore mirundi 10 uri kubaye dakika itani
lesson ni dafa
hata rozinga nizo dakika 50 actually tuati so oine kubara ryemere emere tara kulisa muda etara yikunyamba mutako rutandika kunyamba kuri ku class abana baragaruka mu ngo kutandika kusheka no kutere duruka they will not learn.
Moderate is 12,000.
Yes, now hati udia kale reka tugiteka kanana kikwe akanana time sati
kanana tiwanyu maize
kale katukora umutwara ubuna breakfast niyo twajibaliraho byona hamwe nizinga hezo timitwara shaka asigara zinga transport tukole enkumisha enkumina pade ekubire nine ntwara ngahe ananena tweyongereyo ekinde cy'amanenshi urende sabuni
so pia smart
because you have to you have to be a role model ine kuba echo kureberaho sabuni urakoze mitenga okwezi ebiri
katubale
reka tukole ebiri
mwibiri
ezaba zingahe mitwara 32 teka hari makaba
ana mkaba
teka yara ne zaba tanenga 5 tikwe ekari shebizigo ombaze gwenkito nozera bahati
that is possible by the way family tekayizi
no cheba na oine kutwara umwana yishomero oine kugura uniform kare toka za wana wa secondary bachari mu primary bachari yigira mu UPE. So at the end of the day you find nicho kuri ngo aba n'abashomesa ariko na mushomesa nawe ine kumanya ngo nawe ino mwana nawe want to enjoy the right education. You get it? Wakolia nawe ari ku enjoy the right education. No mwana wawe ino mwana. By the way, de kakugambi ti no muntu kora basa ku enjoy the right education nasi ku enjoy kuba kwenyumiriza mu bugabe bwo kwega family etine businje. Hitire businje buri kikire ko bari kutera hati wasiga twine mwonyo hati wasiga twine sabuni hati wakora nico rikure ngo begisaba bari kukira ibo batanze no kutunga za stress batunga na trauma batandika uwe aragenda ze mubara arareyo arabire yaza hishomero azo mu class we nasinzire agaruka akoze aryaga kahwire week so no chera so at the end of the day they ka omushomeso tumuteke mechitinis.
Yes.
In other countries omunze zindi kandi abantu bataka kubuza ngo benshi turi kukira kozesa ensezi kuzira nazo zikaba ziri honka Uganda kare twiraga dukugambira nti Uganda ekahoraho Singapore sent this Singapore hati has the best the best economy, one of the best economies in the whole world. Our shopesa wa Singapore are one of the best highly paid, of the most highly paid staffing. Ensika za Germany nasi katani kakitwa huko nizo ziri na kubi muno.
I heard Germany teachers are paid
no kulira teachers are the most paid. They are the most highly paid
in developed countries.
Yes. Do you know why? Because they believe ngo abandi bona tibakabe kibali batari mukono w'umushomeri. Kobe doctor, kobe engineer, kobe professor, koboha, kobe innovator, kobe oha wena orajine kura mu ngaroki zo mushomesa. Now baratunga health insurance. In fact bo bagiraga na card baraza munsi ho na baraza you are free kubajanjabwa
free of charge.
A teacher.
A teacher.
Ate mu Uganda birimba politician.
Oyeleze nguwe ahoraza kandi barakuhereza nanga priority number 1. Nguwe tibikirizibwa kuco no kusimba line. No hari ku hotel kuza kurya byo kurya.
First class hospital was not in every hospital.
First class mu bus, public buses, public transport. Public transport. They are baleba akiyoka leba card. They just police some
education service.
What you?
Government arabombikira n'amajiga baguza soft loan
No. Abana ba they get free
state education.
State education. Ngubo
nkaba ba reverend.
Boba ine kuba baraza mu nshobora ryo actually by the mwana wo mushomesa atunga direct ticket yo kuza Harvard. The ticket. Because that is the bonus they have given.
Yeah,
now here in Uganda, I had by the way, you can hear a proposal. Now I tell you, okay, look here. In fact, by the way, it's okay. Our shopper mrovasa kwa leka mshahara. Na mwa leka mshahara mubahereze cyo baleta motivational
package.
One, bahereze insurance. Bahereze card. Either mushabe na nga mu contracting insurance companies zize bahereze tibahereze. You can get, they can give you a better premium kusicha given the size. Hakwangu abashomesa ni bingi. I know it is a heavy investment. Alternatively, government ekora marwaliro gayo. Yakora marwaliro gayo kaba standard. Omushomesa akamanya ngo mwana wanje yarwara aza kugenda kagana hospital aze rugashara health center 3 aze chaterisha health center 4 was supposed to be 4 but 3 akajanjabwa akashanga atine bitekerezo kugira ngo mwana wanje araza kubata then he will be fine. Akamanya ngo bakabahereze nanga free entrance nawo bahereze bonus baje ngo mwana yamara senior 6 ha university turaza kwirira abana babiri. I can tell you twenda tukahwira turi kuhera mu bushomesa. Well, now that is those are bonuses. But manya ngo they are going to give also give them allowances. On ele ko curriculum manya mutwaze nkahe everything then you are watching echi nanga size twashimira gukora bakore accommodation iriho transport iriho what next
even tax free where possible.
It is first tax. No, but if they are giving you all of those things,
automatically
if they are giving you all of those things, they are already served. How kweli ananga bro mushoni go kulija kakole. What is so if you do that, then if they are going to upgrade, they can even actually make 50% contribution.
Okay, maybe better.
Niko manye buli omo wenda atandike amanye ngo yes, I am education. Niko eteso mwana wa nanga. No mutima ndeki bitu atiya orashango mushiji nanga akasimba card card
ya bank
kado gwenekira cyo kitarikiza
enanga
muntu abakusinga the
aratsibe nanga muntu asimbe nanga ATM then ubwire bwo nari mu class we nari kureba ubwire bwo nabaje kumva
wara tuziri hakot
baishimayiro bajuni ubwire bwo nabaje kumva bari kapati
no kumukabira mu mathematics
wenda ryaho aribona abambo asomesoka cyabone sentence naka calculate ngo kaci agaruka herwa naka amurya kuza kureba abana batanu bebuze buzishiki maza yadire kumbe
ari
hastandi by ubwire bwo abana barabaga madirisi no which example are you setting for the students kuza kuramba bije bwo kandi bamanirenda zabo sebo mushaka bote baraganya wechi kura aho ya uzakora ya mushari kukurkenirita ari kwiruka
yeah Benda, maybe I appreciate all the concerns as well said.
Yes.
And the need for okwana singer omusara kwa basomesa but now tukimanyire timetable ya Inebu haba P7 is out, timetable ya senior 4 is out, senior 6 na I think bona they are currently clear in this situation itulimu okuranti the right yomwana olya nigizibwa muno. In this case, what should the two parties do? Very fast, maybe it would be massive.
You see, if you mpa ni wali kubigamba and by the way they make sense to you, only to you. Ebyo byona byo kugamba nga abana bali kuza kuferwa bigezo abana bali kuza gukora ki ebyo muntu wa hansi.
So you want to mean that
ebyo birenda kwata mwana wo muntu wa hansi bita bonka because
alerts were made, messages were given,
Ababali
letters were written.
abara policies abari kuzingutecha so mikole bo abana babo tibali mu mashomera n'abashomesa bari kwedima
bari kugira ngo tubakwate
umwana we na gayaza umwana we ari Roberto umwana we ari Andrea umwana we zana bisunsa wategeze
aro n'abari St Mary's Nairobi
abandi bari mu international schools Aga international school in Nairobi in
Kaiba gashumba kashashora kare kaharaga ya milioni 8 buri ta
nyo aronda manya ubona uri mu pizo untaraga hano arashira milioni 17 ina abana babiri
within here
bari
in Nairobi
arono binera nanga US
haruno yina wara bait bit wara university yo sho mwe mu senior 6 na wari abalirana niyo barashomera. So iwe waragira ngo bana barekora
so there is no general
hano hari kagade hari abana bari London
kuliza kanuye turenda kubagamba juno tutabagamba
London
Niyo basasura fees.
tubareke baraza kutwekwasa bitu baje batubuze
you are just struggling alone.
you're struggling alone. Look at this one. But what is surprising, ikirashasha munonga no kugira ngo bari kujuma abana bashomesa ngo abana bari kuza kufero ababo baryokwe aza habasente zo muhumusho asente zo muziro wemba umwana batari kwera nico cyashasha bakwata yona biteka mushomesa bitu ekibiriti ekikabe cyagura shiringi 5 kirigura kikuru hariho umushoro gwa 30% gwarashashu
konka bahari just catch before seniors finish it. Do you think in godi hanganere now
because we have
in your view you're a student of governance?
Is Uganda poor country?
Is this country poor? Center za executive director Uganda Civil Aviation Authority nozima
hapana
milioni 9 zinga 87 million. But James, milioni 9 mushaje kuziho umuntu umwe kari kahara. Do you know it is us who funds Uganda Airlines up to now? Take a koraga mago.
sure
Has Uganda Airlines ever made profit?
They are many.
But we are paying the person.
Turuga yokwe. Ba KCCA, UNRA, KCCA. No shangu munga milioni 5, 6, 5 ine moto kisha ta ine. You know, now in a rational country like Rwanda, do you think this is happening there? Eh? Akachiriari omunda yo muntu rata milioni 9 in one of the stomach. Washategereza. Okwatabeje 10. Over mixing over here is a wage billion million at so there is something that we must radically revolutionize.
One person. We will just umushara. Arashashura abashomesa 52. Just umwezi. Just one person.
Musara gwa muntu
MP burizoba rashashura begesa babiri.
Allowance
Umushara burizoba rira arayashashura Solomon na Alinda. Kuza average rene bafune mitwarata. But remember yanze 40 million.
No, with the consolidated total is 60 million.
Washategereza. So if it is 60 nabaya yashashura begesa bana happy agete bona bako. But do you know what is interesting? The whole session na Jeremy Rundage?
In a month.
Session, not a month. Session na remember session. Now, emirunde ebiri. Tiaga mbono murundi no? Twaguma turapakira sente mu kivera.
No, that's only one angle now. ezo nezo bamuha yayikwatira azara turira n'ibyo kurya n'amandazi gitu nakana cyayi haro parliament
akantine
welfare
bimwe icyo bakoraga warija uko abinji wari cyo bakoraga na cyayi tubara batacaji tuba cyaji wa arija acroking in atekemo ataye bagire ngo ukore ngo hati ngo yatara mu parliament just kuza ku
afune sitting allowance
cyangwa mama ngo ariho
azo mu komite asayiningeza kusayininga anyo cyayi no nanga ashuba jinde araza kubarira ranchi Kujya parameter campaign
kurya na biri bakwa kusenda sayinga.
So this country is very rich. Ijwe rero tutukize billion kaga ngo tuze kugamba hamwana. Kugamba hamwana gwahaji to the foreigners. Kwa leta muyimbi wa Tanzania.
Diamond. So I think for me, so everybody is on this one.
I want to go outside.
I think H2 in Kora. I think abantu reka tubabye bamazima. Tuleke kukwata tukanye abo kuba aho likugura esabuni. No mushomesa na hari kuza kugura. Waza kurya kanyama kuza habucha. No mushomesa ndo hari kuza kugura kanyama kwa bucha. Walegereza. Karat so buri kimwe cyona aho mushomesa raraba niho raraba. So bine byo kujya byo kutandika kugwero rubaju habwo kwiyemeza tubirugeho tukore planning yitu ebeje for echo kurebera jo nka mu na facts sense kandi gukora hard work analysis nagira waza kureba budget yitu has increased by 19 million. Actually I think by now 24 million. Why is it 24 million point something? How kwa bullet eka moving from erugira 3 trillion na 5 to 2 trillion shando na mushanga. Titikwe. Now echo kiramo gisate. Bitu waza kwetegereza. Yeah. That means echo kikabere kiroreka nguhatiya ngo sectors, some of these sectors eziri critical. Zikabere nazo sete zirayongera. Now coincidentally budget education kandi yakora ki ya reducing yagaruka hasi nashimbarira abwibye n'ikisakora kiyaza hasi kandi ogejuka mu Uganda ne cyari nyuma munonga o mu East Africa how nanka education GDP ratio esemere kube at least 84 nanka the 84.2% 4.7%
a budget.
But for us, we are less, actually we are 2%. You get it? So we are very far away from Rwanda to Chad Harenana. Turacheza only South Sudan.
Just because of the instability that
so I think reka tuba mazima. Kutura bituleta gebinsa kugenda mu misho. Echo kubanza. Bana abantu bina mashomero. Tutaba kwaso buyinza.
Private sector.
Yes, let private sector play its own ezane yonka. Waboli, you cannot implement a public policy. Yet actually, indirectly, you are implementing private policy. Tokanja ngi uyinishomero. Oleta agabeji. Nguhaza or improving the quality of government schools because ordinarily oraboli kuitachi business ya. Nuke toka kwata ona lebo miyingu.
Who is the state minister for education?
For education. Alikuraniga mashomero. Aina mashomero ge garete haza kandi bari kwa amashomero.
Actually niyo main business yi.
Niyo business yi ntari hakahogo ngwati kandi ujo koraki. Gendo lebe abakuru bona abaryo mu education abinji banzasire. Arimo abanywani banje. Abinji manya inspectors, ba education officers. Bona binachi bina mashomero. So hati habgenji araza kuletaho habgenji arenda ngo abashomesa abantu babongeze imishara kandi arenda ngukuri batamweyo ayija bateka mashomero gabo. Actually by the way rinda kezisha bakware myeze eshatu
niba crossing
batari kwegeza uraza kushanga bamwe bari mu private bari kwegera. Why? Because mugana mashomero bani ba policy makers and implementers barenda ngubanu kunu ya chifwe chaweza chief kwe niko bagaruke kai
Of course na quality
well thank you wabale mno atwilise right there ali Bendaga Ntegerize country director wa kitongole kya World Voices Uganda and is featuring Anteka Nzene ya leadership ni genda maiso hambehosa kagadi chibale community radio and we are reflecting hakegungo aka abasomesa especially abakusomesa amasoma aga arts humanities masomo ka English science SST math in primary, then of course hamuna bana bakusomesa geography CRE history masomero aga secondary baitu agali under universal secondary education and kirika hati tukwenda kwantumanya if there could be a win-win okuranti abasomesa banu abali mke gungo basa kubandi ba ikiranizana government then ko omwana wihanga the future generation itikantu bazaho it's what now niyo ekubonabona and the biggest question is kinu kikoleka nka the future of this innocent learner today. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to applaud those about for Winga. Mwebale mno, I can see Tuliamwesi Mirahoreb is following us on YouTube. Agambire, thank you Agaba and the team. Agaba, yes, is a producer. Onamwesere Junior Francis, thank you for the show. Streaming, listening from Hoima, thank you. Alinitwe Royce, thank you for the program. Live in Kisengwe, Alinitwe Royce. Yes, Onamwesere Habi Yakale Cosmas, thank you for the program. Alisaid Zakuli is a doctor, is in Guru University following the program. God bless you for the eye opener live on the show from Mondega Sub-County. Muntu Wandega, thank you for accessing us. And of course, Nikwenda Kusima, Miss Natukunda Mary, thank you for the program. Dear members, I'm listening. Then Muchiza Habat, thank you for the program. Muchiza from Mpefu and his currently Kenjojo. Ampeire Ivan, and Nawagambire, thanks to members for the show, for showing public the importance of a teacher, why they should be considered as humans too. Teacher Ampeire Ivan, listening from Kagadeses. Then we have Scovy and Tegeka. Teachers should be added something. And Murunji Timose, thank you for the program. Ishmeiru. Then we have someone from Mbarara, Nkurunzinza Obadia. Is streaming live from Mbarara City.
My brother.
Oh, it's your brother.
Principal of Kazo Education Institute.
Okay. From Mbarara all the way now where I take answer. Banwala YouTube, then I worked for Winga.
Ugante data.
Nkurunziza Obadia. Junior Gambiro Mayoka data.
He's a science teacher.
We were sciences. Okay. We have Tinisa to Lia Singula Milton. Is also on the show. Thank you. We have Desire Kagadi District Government. That's a good program. Thank you for hosting that teacher. I agree with teachers for their disagreement with what they are earning because they go to the same market, same health facilities. But I want to assure them there is not enough salary in Uganda. Instead, they should bargain for giving them free time.
But the same Desire is a principal agriculture officer earning 6.6 million.
Desire is earning 6.6 million.
And he's saying the teacher of 400 he should bargain for more time.
Yes, to do his
Desire with due respect, that's null and void.
Today shall come and but sama Sunday Kamali Chabasara wabale mno Honorable Rusia Kanyabebe District Councillor wabale mno
Akaria.
Yes, Akaria is, and she's an opposite.
My OG.
Yes, Honorable Rusia Kanyabebe Junior Kuramkize, Talema Edison Ngara, Ndoho Kilia, Tadeo Toyo Njere, who erected that ceremony. He is using more powers. Yes, this is Toyo Njere Tadeo. Taka is asking.
And moreover is our delegate.
Workers.
Hey, can you imagine asking such a question?
Then how is he really
advocating for you, right?
Tanka, what are you representing?
Tanka, yes. Okay, hi Bahatu, I'm Alex Mpigiza, Chakajuka Kesamini. Mutundaviona Chaterikera is on the program. But thank you for the program. Musing was made at Magusuru. abo bali mu inbox ya SMS, but I have people on WhatsApp now who are following the discussion. Allow me very fast anainywense kuba nimbako naho, and thank you for keeping it KKCR FM. Alicia Bamere Oliver Kagadi Hospital agambire I love Junior. It's too bold. Okay. Agambire okay. Agambire desire. Desire, I think onu. Okay. Okay, Oliver, thank you for being on the show. Okay, katika single and senior message bakonsindikira ekya Junior ekya local government workers. Nabo they have already issued an I think a signal October
we are clocking
ngunenye mukwenda kubani mutekanse bikwato muchunguzi Matia Choma cha Yesu wa Zambia na take answer. And of course I want to recognize MC network I think kwa telebaniza Mr. Geoffrey honorary teacher Kagadi Muslim Primary School is on the show. Thank you Kelon. Yes, wabale mno I have liked Mr. Junior submission and the Mr. Robert Dio Chakabadima. I have liked Junior submission. Surely it's very analytical.
Also love him for listening.
Okay. Chamrodo Mugenye Elisa, thank you for being on the show. Bariga ya God, Balia Yanga God, honorary town clerk. Now I take answer. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies, for being part of this program. Aganyira Edward wabale mno, thank you for the program. MC Bahat, teacher Aganyira from Mabal Town Council. Agambire, thank you Junior for being on the side of teachers. Okay. Thank you. Kwenda kwani ngaruka hero kupiga
I'm also on my side because of already humble. Our industry action is next week. So
kwenda kwa zoro bi.
October.
Okay. Okay, babali mno Chalkampa Godfrey Pachwa anateka nza akisembo msimuzi. Mulibangi mno Mugurusi Rugonza Isunga wabali mno na Miss Pinkling Sub County Chief wa Kenga. Kagadi Sub County, thank you for being on the program. Ndamkiza Mr. Sam. Yes. Kwenda katika hero kwa 0 msanju na nene mwenda mkaga mwenda mdana. Ladies and gentlemen, kwenda kwani katika hero on 0787 74 96 98. I want to pick your thoughts on this matter, on the stand of Eragati basomesa aba masomo ga arts mazili kubana bemereza kwato byabo. I think tomorrow we shall be marking the 4th day okugana bekarakasa, but maisa hutunegezo bya senior 4, senior P7 and senior 6, and we are asking a question kilikuleka nkaha the future of these learners and the investment ya bazali abakozeremu kuruga P1 up to P7, kuruga S1 up to P at senior 4, and from senior to senior 6. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to pick your thoughts. Kabasana Alice wabale mnaki kuna taken sir, Miss Kabasana, thank you for being on the program. Azilo Msanju nana Msanju
and we thank her for closing the school.
Okay. Wabale mno Silver. Yes, Silver kwa mkizi. Silver wabale mno. Silver ya ruhanga ile.
Oh, good.
Mkondo wao. Okay, 0787749698 katika tagani kola kusoka gambelo.
abo kuba noreba umwegesa n'uregesa umudokita ashwaye gese na bahasa yamta barai ko baika ni mata uraba ko baika so Museveni nawe atere makatitori atere makashwari kumwe ariho umuntu ure umwegesa sente zarafuna nese cyo mwana ko arashanga bamwe bine family zabo kandi ushanga barafuna muri igwerere zindi byo byo biratwara sente zarwego ushanga ngwe bajya kuvuga sente barasa agene no kuba bagira ngo ndabegesa ngo baite ngo ndabegesa amaboko abegire n'ibindi ngo baraza kuteka abandi cyaza kuyamihanga ariko nakurikize bana.
Okay, wabali mnonga Gilbert Rutete alo tinisa kumweta Master Milton. Thank you kwa taken sir. Milton roho from Rugachinjo chobaita somesa said St. Margaret
Yes, St. Margaret.
St. Margaret. Yes, wabale mno Milton. Okay. On the caller Gambelo. Hello. Yes, please no. Yes, Alan Chomnembe. Okay, wabali mno Aaron Chomnembe. Thank you. Abantu wa Chomnembe kwa mnateka nza. I actually feel happy when I listen to those realists of Kagadi and Uganda at large. They really make us feel confident and believe in ourselves. Kato Posiano, Kagadi Hospital. Wabali mno Kato Posiano, Kagadi Hospital. Agambire nyona bali munu ywa realists. Kola ondi kola Gambelo. Yes or no?
kwenda kumanya omuntu ngono alimwana hati ngakuza akwide nakidaka bakamba wakutambula kene Ogo bakumutera amutwe nikazo kakoletu ahansi bali ahansi Batu kani ike amusi wa ahansi wakuna ahansi muno Tutu chikeza tukumaka akagendera mugenderamu Ogo kwito kaba gavumenti ya haki akawutabiri entasa ikaito baitetusa nkoto Ogo kwito kaba akawutabiri ya Uganda ili mukrioni fandi na munana ulikwakadira musanje Bende amabanja tulike mukrioni igana abipura Nkanowa hasi kwita kusosole sentezo Nkamara then kwita kuwa ekolegwa kintu kidakuba kintu ekigumire mu ugamba kukumeno mure kidakubakika cyane kumanya gavumenti ekunfwaho That gavumenti ekukolera omuntu omu Gavumenti ekwitokawura omusomesa omukoto omwana wayi kuri musana munaga mu primary zizini wa gavumenti Tukanyo msiwa siku zaidi Mino kwegekula akabu zaidi Daito mwana kwegeu zaidi Editabu kibino Amasomero gona gawongwelile Amasomero Sidaine Yende masta kuja kabu sana Hawa msome endea Kaine seze zama kumfasura Esate kwenda wapewa zima Oli ya geda ya zekeke umunda Ya kwa defense karongo umunda Bete kwenzitai Ya teko muma
Wabai
Ya kwa kumanya umunda Ateiyo umungu mnyamahiro Ala umikono peyo umwegesa
Okay, wabai Thank you Wabai no kandi I think na security is one of the strategic areas Ezikuetaga some investment So na hichukuru muno Yes Okay Kola Gambelo
Hello
Yes or no?
No wadome magezi Arwoma ya matuza ya siyandize mada
Mulio mabira magezi
Tuliyo
Okay, tell come on
Kamurango bwengine Ita wazaire Ito tulimukasasa kwa amani Habukuba Tungesiza mu UP schools Habukuba nyonga tumea mu UP school Spaido Na wana lange nibasumezeza mu primary Na gomu nubaya wali mu secondary Kino kinikigendera Ita wazaire akusomesa mu UP schools. So tulina kuba international abasomesa habwokuba yitwe muno tukusata muno habwokuba yitwe nitwe abakusomesa mu UP schools omusoro nitwe tukumuha kandi niyo buli kiro cyane ikibaza omusomesa niwe yakoye nafuna omutalo gukirayo habwokuba nobokora president nobokora prime minister abo bona nayiwe nyine producer n'abapanelist bona bali mu studio bona bakaba mikono y'abasomesa. So omusomesa muntu mukuru muno habwokuba nindora ebihanda bya sente nilitango muntu natera billion natera miliyoni 8 omusomesa nabitwaro 80 nimpura ninsasa then ati morori jwezi kusango muntu nomanyira abasomesa bakayanse naba ati itwena omuntu wogo somere inyona musomere murabira hamu exam kozegimu beti kusanga nugo umuntu nakuma mutaro gwa iguru nakuma gwa hansi kama advisor abafabra president bongere bahabule batereze education nikakula emana kusikara umanyi hangalete nisikarire itweno omuntu aho kusoma kandi n'abana bine kusomesebwa so ntabwo ecyo nahise nzikakusasa n'abasomesa leta nabo bamembo parliament baroremu habokuwa banze baroremu posento zombe zirakuja kandi banabire mikono y'abasomesa abaka abasomesa nibo baligire bindi babakira kandi banabire mikono y'abasomesa niyo nibakumyana iyo kubagana no bakiro musomesa wakubagana intoro makumyana.
Okay.
No baroremu.
Right.
Bacha ya parliament bamanyira musomesa wa hansi umurimo gwakora.
Okay. Thank you Magezi Haruma. Thank you Mwana Gambire. Thank you for the program. I'm Dr. Geoffrey Alikiriza from Nyamiyaga Rutete, but streaming live from Chegegwa General Hospital. I honor you. Wabale no manager for this message. Irabire mwawe Alikiriza Dr. Alikiriza Geoffrey. Wabale no nzara tete na wala tekanza. Thank you gentlemen for keeping it KKCR FM, and of course abakusaba studio line 0 msanju munana msanju naina mwenda mkaga mwenda munana. Ladies and gentlemen, tukolesa line ya 0 msanju munana msanju naina mwenda mkaga mwenda munana. I have my friend is called Muhammad Kanso Muhammad. Yes, is our student at Nkumba Agambire is streaming live. Thank you Kanso for being on the show. Okay, kwenda kufuna your masimu ka satuwana then Gakem Studios and we call it a show. Kola Bambelo. Hello. Wali kuisa mpasa noma?
Kuwa nasomesa kwa Mugisa Jones.
Oha?
Kwa Mugisa Jones.
Kamugisa.
Kamugisa Jones msomesa wa msingi. Mwikazi wa Ruhunga Buhinda wenda yongaro watasafiri upete tanikana.
Ego.
Nasema programu na watama listavu mwanawezi dunia na mkuru wangu wenda jazz. Na wadi bono na sai mwanongu na msime imoni. Hata mpaka za wasomesa kanda zilikuwa kwa sama mnaniwa kwa moto. Nizitu sasa mwana kaita abasomesa. Nakaziza emisari kufasua ino ya wasomesa baitana wa sharabu ikweli. Etu basirati ukaita wasomesa ni doro na ikirimu. Eto kasi rezundi wana vilabi remele. Hakiki mwaki batarona welfare ya msomesa, batarona accommodation. Hakiki bakugambire kagavumenti karura omusomesa ngera kuranda kubi na umwaye abanani batakuma onge byobomenyi benda bikubi. Ebyo yona n'enguliro yona teri kurungi muno. Ekatunuranya songezo hakiri. Ekanipobuzinga area irozo musomesa na wake nyomereza mu ihangari. Kanda kinomereza na mulimo hubwa kukora. Gavumenti gani kama tunagirizo kanda basomesa batari bayo bagumiriwe mu industry action ejo kwitata gavumenti bulaza bugabe ekayigika omusomesa niyo nkyali mu private nkola na kyangwale ekudisisone bayitungiye nyuma kuteeka mu omwero abasomesa abali mu kwetarakasa bagende mu maiso muweli program kambeani.
Okay, wabali mno kubo kyaroho, wabali mno kubo kyaroho. Okay. Nondi ni koti kola gambelo.
Hello, Dr.
Yes.
Alright. Alright, dekani.
Ego waitu.
Ngeri cyaruseza cyangwa kubesha. Amara yitakamba. Yoga bese bari mu studio nabo ba Benagadi Junior. Bese ndogo ngamugamba ati ebiro byari neza. Abanyakagadi bakweli mugano mutegerezo mayisongo. Ebiro byari Junior neza mbana atinde kugambira naga bahati n'abatezo mu studio. Kuja kuri rusanga musanga bana omusara bamboni bari batwaze mwaka mundani. Ikisaba cyane. Obaka abasara mu by'ikaruto. Hati arimo mu cyumutara kuri hati bari kiri mu ki. Ese ngo bende abasomesa abagomba bayigana mu batagikizo muri bado abo b'indaba. Bera bijine bakubira omukana bezo ngo kureba. Sinabaza fanya mbere. Amazina yakani kubi yakani tano. Akala gamba kafuna kakala batubese murere. Akora yabantu be. Koka yamba atete musoro. Naja. Ayo muchimucho ndibuze yanga. Ngina ba pesa beka. Benda batukuweza.
Okay.
Mabara kuteka koka yuganda bikama gambire cyari kubi.
Ego se.
Okay, wabali mno. Tenisa kam. Yes. Charusesa Changwali Chikube District wabali mno. Honorable Joel Musinguzi Onakotaga District Councillor Kaga Town Council is streaming live. Wabali mno kwa take nza Joel. Ujuni angambire you are struggling alone. Okay, wabali mno.
In Istanbul or wabali ha?
I think he's on ground because Agarwaka Independent.
He's a good guy.
Agarwaka Independent.
He's a good guy.
Yes, Joel. Thank you. Kwendea masimu mkabiri dhini nyine kirango kiansanga hanu very fast nikila yo dentro kwa studios tumarite tekanza. Kola. Yes. Asimu kanya baby.
Tefanya programu ba dunia ombe. Leo kutoeza. Ilitaka ya hapo kwa kuni. Kwa hiyo vitri. Kwa president Atayaba aba emotiva yitubana. Ayongeza aba regresa emisara. Awokuba. Pende kwa kuja mu parliament. Akuba nabira mu mikoro ya yomwegesa. Na ubati kinsa kumiyira wa muni. Emupini bamwongeza se omwegesa dibanga kumwongeza se dawokuba. Nuwegesa emukogo akomweke umuhanda nabere atene kuja. Kali ni wo mu musalamu. Bawo omwegesa akukora abafanye. Na hae mupi amabezi kuja mu musalamu. Akyo kanyabendo atoma bela mazina badia bila batonyima kurora.
Well, gobale bino awakanya bebe abantu bachaka badima rugashali kwa mala tekanza ya leadership. Mabale bina bali Kampala, I can see. Thank you for streaming live. Yeah. Omuweka ngaruke studios kambela. Yes.
Okuyofanya nyeso kama.
Yes.
Abakunda abatamule bw'amata bagomba kubereka ko mbere. Hari abashumira abaza kwigeza. Hari abazagira abashumira bacinjira kusaba abana kubodinga bafite bere. Saba batariho. Batinde tadi muri batinde. Barugeho bareta abatabariho. Ikawa na good. Patuloy tayo magkakaroon Bye.
Okay, omunyamukisa ombabiri 0787 0787 64 74 96 98 kwetaga esimu yawo atulirize then nikotu nake. Yes, Geoffrey wabale mnoko chali naitwe 0787 0787 kola gambela. Hello. Ukunoha. Okay, sorry. Maita kufuna kurungi 0 kwenda oteresi mewa 0 msanju mnana msanju naina mwenda mkaga mwenda munana 0787 74 96 98. I want to pick your thoughts and songa yegenda maiso kola gambelo. Yes, hello.
Abazima agari abasomesa kujja okubona abona basema kuongeza akasete. Ubuzibu bukaletwa presidenti kuongeza bali okusala baba atamuugize kandi okwagamba kyamamba ba parliament mu musala ba mwingi baba basejeze kandi baba parliament wa kusala mtabo kuongeza hata uwasoka kusomesha kuongeza hakuna ishara uwepo. Bye.
Okay. Master
Milton. Ndakutaka kimaba program hizi. Kana munonga ndakutuma mwana wa Esther Junior. Moshi mtabenda gani. Munyanda kubagandira. Ngo embere y'umashomero. Ndi munonga. Ubu tukwemeye biduka bibazaho abantu mbagamba nini. But the solution in schools is dire. In the land muno. For example, in most of the schools, na mama tungo masoro ga second. Staff rooms have been divided. No sanga abakayatu bayikalire samugoya na abakatu bayikalire samugoya. Even sometimes for new cars, we wokulya ebyokulya. Aba ati no sanga barakawunda nebiyimba ngokubenda gabyana agamba because that's what they can afford. Actually they cannot afford to go and have a good meal outside the school. Abasaya soma de kubondera katende ati break ya posho bajibuka. They come with fast food or we are bagenda ahead bagakujesha bajaho to the point that as teachers, even when they are coming to school actually, nibihende bali bakusebijene mukama yanyambye oshangeni tekisege kikuzire kunga owataya kitwala santo libata hamwe kongati aida na avuga ndo abashimisa basi no kwelo babeno gini. Now when you go to primary, it is even worse. Abo kwache echaba primary no shango mushomesa izalingi emitwala nana buma with this current rate of inflation emihanda y'ebitemba emitwala nana buma cannot sustain you even for 4 days.
That's true.
Mwenu abantu abahandulire president Museveni bakamuhandulira kubi kandi bashobora no kuza penitentiary bakegarukamo abo kuba ihanga kari. When we go to schools today, in the primary schools, teachers only go to schools to report on duty, find the attendance book, and go away. In secondary schools, umshomesa marango yao alimkerara. Alikushomesa akifangu abana be baliomuka ninga akifangu at the end of the month naza kuza ATM ayo mitwaro nkaga and his counterpart ayo million mitwaro nkaga and 2.8 million. Agamba dele na asiri designer. Is that the kind of solution we want?
I doubt.
In reality, in these schools there is no learning. Abashomesa nebazayo bazono stories baganira omwana bamuhanda wataha. It is a very bad situation. Yona ishaba. Government ekwata abashomesa ba arts n'abashomesa ba primary ebahereze sente. There is no way this country can go forward. Abashomesa babiyigirwe. As long as the teacher is annoyed, as long as the teacher aine enuna hamutima, abana tebali kuza kweli. And this is the generation, the future of tomorrow. So President Museveni arugeyo, I address nation ngezi, abashomesa abahereze sente. Everybody is amagumanya because that is notice. Let them give teachers money. Teachers have been patient. In 2018, government has a CBA, collective bargaining agreement with teachers. It has now taken 7 years. The teachers have funding. They have holidays, they have children, they have school fees. In the course of the class, the Shomsan Wanaka, or Wanda
Yes.
No teachers, the Wafana them for Makumiana, primary, our art diploma, it was our degree in none. But in reality, the center of the video, but as the alone. No, some of our primary, Akadom Tensinari, Ramayo, Amani, Yazam Platinum at the end of the month, Navane go Mukada. What is the amount of money his own family has to depend on? For Shalom should was taken the arts diploma, Akani before Mukada. Akadom Tensinari, Bamaloni, Yazam Platinum, Wamaloni, Nanopa, Nano, microfinance of the wound. They put Nano wound. Because at the end of the month, now this is someone who has a family. Family in it, I never Mukada, take home cousins and now they become 8. How can you survive 8 people and before you a banana? I think that's what I'm talking about. So government look at you, it's so being a person the very Shomesa, our Shomesa, class of Shomesa. Ningasema mnonga abo kumpuliriza kandi nitima mnonga kasita junior no mwambenda gadi abo ganira abantu mazima abantu bakugenda bakekireka amazima ihangari tulipo nabona but they have come up boldly and spoken the truth. Those are the people we want.
Okay.
Mnonga.
Okay, thank you. Wabali mno Milton is a teacher kana walimu government school but secondary section. Wabali mno Milton. I want to pick this one. Kola Gamela. Yes or no?
Yes, Mr. Baraton, we are Joe from Somesa.
Ego.
Kamana Sima, but Abantu, I was thinking a program Momo. It's a Meremuno, Mr. Junior, when advocating a welfare of Somesa. Then you got Sima, Mr. Bendagati. However, Valize, a quarter of Somesa. Na chairperson wa inatoro. Ati ekinde kinkwenda kugambira abandi bakusagamba instruction ene itulimu ngutukubantu bona bonesa omwana baitu bokuba norora busobo umuntu akwenda omwana kukiyaitwa abasomesa obwire tuona tumara na abana abo nitubasomesa buli kimu abazaire bintu bakabigaho. So ekinde kitukubantu kora naito kubantu wenda omusomesa baragenda mu class agende yo aine omutima gogonza kukora kwaye abo kubaki kuisana isa na atisa azinu okusindika embwa genda kuhiga embwa gitekeremo ikiarange gende kuhiga baitu embwa enjale gire kubi hati kintu okubanone iraya ngugo mwana obonja kusomesa ngusaze ntaja kitende kyaja kufuna yo omusomesa otamukoleire ekinde ekyalisa koze kumukolera kandi kwenda kuoleka ngusaze ni Uganda itulimu gisanirize oine family yawe eyokuba noyedinga hati family eyo bukatandikire kwa okaniza ngo alimu ebyana n'abaana hati family nobo wabisiisa bukuba nora omusomesa wa primary ninyowa kushepingira omwana kuja atamaye kuhandika atamaye kusoma atene amanyire ninye nakutukize wa secondary notanga kusomesa ya arts so ite ntulimo ntugamba ngabasomesa leka itena bateka lengo rumu akomusomesa obagamba wa sciences yagenda mu clinic yagenda mu nanye niyo kugenda mu akatala kagenda mu nanye niko kugenda mu so government ekintu ekitunule mu oli trend yatuweza omusala niko gumu niko tukolere mu mbeera enungi era tusobose za kugenda ebintu mu Uganda yaitu bikaterera otherwise misabati nkusima wa program weyo then okuanga kusima Mr. Kabisabe Junior yipemuri muforowenga hamkutu amikupwe kwa okana ya enanga WhatsApp akaina advocating muno omusomesa akana waka omusomesa akasomesa okagade SSAO akasomesa okagade peoples ngani mpore jena misabenda gada akagamba akasomesa tamu namba yona ngo teacher yamuhereza edebe yebi naga kuni yamuhereza agenda tundafune omusara so ebintu ebyona government ine kubitunuramu ekarango education sector yagenda kurungi omaiso
right
members of parliament wokubana obarora bona babe mungalo zomusomesa abantu abamugaba mayaba aba sciences bona babe mungalo zomusomesa omusawo arabe mungalo zomusomesa newe yini bahati moderator sazi nkoko kumoderatinga kurungi orabe mungalo zomusomesa so omusomesa bamukoleki ekye suppose kole kirungi nikutambule wabali muno amabalansi gaindi byabanga Geoffrey omusomesa
okay Geoffrey agambire n'omusomesa bamukoreho atunge ekigire kyenyine kale hamsanju I think dakika zitugezereho nkwenda okubana ingaruka heru sorry ngenda kupona mwanga kama studios baitu very fast when kilise bakambange alikirango ndino community radio leka nkirabyo very fast and then niko ngaruke mu studios and we react on these phone calls then tumalize program ikirango kyansangana mu studios kandi kirikyo okubika and nkwenda tupasi ton niko se kubantu tugenda maiso then to endere tumalirize entekaniza eno kwenda kuba nikifuna hano okay yes kirango kirikyo kubika okay mpirirwe Jovia wa Rubale Kanyabe sub county Kaga district kirango cyokubika ko mwijukuru mpirirwe Jovia wa Kanyabebe Rubale Kaga district afire kiro sazi bari 11 kandarazi kwa nyenkya saa 8 za misana nabikira abana Hatimana Ronald wa Rubale family ya Mr. Njendahaga Charles wa Kanyabebe Trading Center family ya Mr. Ndianabo Kajura wa Kagali Buhumuriro bakubikira Mr. Muliri Gordon wa Kagali Buhumuriro naye bakubikirwe Mr. Muruli Rutete obikirwe na Gordon wa Kyabasali naye wabikirwe Chairperson Rusisiri wa Kanyabebe sub county obikirwe Honorable Jennifer Chomuheno Mbabazi obikirwe Honorable Dennis Namara Bindeba obikirwe Honorable Tinkasimire Barnabas abakubikire ho musomesa Yerusalemu sub parish na kwaya inyona mbikirwe abataka ba Rubale Kanyabebe Kashagali Kinyarwanda nywena mbikirwe abikire alimpirirwe Jovia wa Rubale Kanyabebe sub county kandi na abika okufa ko mwijukuru kandi afuye kiro cya hati kiro cyo kwesaze dekaze biremo asaze berde 11 kandi azikwa nyenkya kiro kino asa 8 za nyamsana kandi nabikira Hatimana Ronald wa Rubale family ya Mr. Njendahaga Charles wa Kanyabebe family ya Mr. Ndianabo Kajura wa Kashagali Buhumuriro Mr. Muliri Gordon wa Kashagali Mr. Muruli Rutete na Gordon wa Kyabasali Chairman Rusisiri Kanyabebe Honorable Jennifer Chomuheno Mbabazi Honorable Namara Dennis Tingasimire Barnabas mbikirwe omusomesa Jerusalem Sub Parish na kwaya abataka ba Rubale Kanyabebe Kashagali Kinyarwanda inyona mbikirwe akira lipirirwe Jofia wa Rubale Sabu wa Rubale Kanyabebe Sub County nekyo atulirize tukere mutekanisa yawe kulembeza mune kurakurana kandi umuramo mukura atulirize ntwe reflectinga abantu tumitiriza hakigungo akabasomesa aba masomaga arts mu primary hamwe na secondary schools aga government niyo tekanisa niyo digomuramo uguri mediro kandi amasimu mu semere kwani mukabura kurungi aba agenyi banga mu studios menyenda very fast to lectinga amasimu and then we give the way forward and tukotumaliza tekanisa Mr. Alinda Peter kuruka Buyaga parents yenzike akazindaro kalika
webale bwana moderator amasimu gono garanti ekintu kikwasira katina haiguru kureka nti omusomesa omuntu bakwasireho omuntu wa mani nikatugire ngambe gamba the nation is because we are, and because we are the nation is. Itu tutali tu abasomesa ehanga tilisa kubaho abokwa ditutukuyihamu embera tukutekamu embere semerere kuba mu bantu kuboleke kisani kuboneka rubata. So nkwenda kuleka nti ngere omugambi mwagambirege abantu abakuhabura president bakumuhabya nkwenda kirelatinga na curriculum balese bokuba norora ngere bahabwiremu mu kutekamu ensasura ya sente mu misara gy'abasomesa kusinsa institution name. In fact, education system is kalirikimu bokuba norora sazim ebintu bikusomesebwa currently fine, it is okay bitu batastandinga kitu chikumara iyo kimaibwa na moderator abwire bunu nobo gendo karura eisomero kalikaguza max za project physically project zirinka tino monitoring tell people are just cooking things ebyo na bikoleka ati nabantu bakugenda kuhabura kutwara research ma president na bintu ebindi ebintu bakufa byabo just looking for things from nowhere. So kinu kikoleka anti unless government irakwata a common hati obwire bunu. And by the way, these are some of the things of the dying horse. So boko ndo takakutekamu omuntu baraleta akanyamulya ine okuba no chwamu ebichweka. Currently obwire bunu abantu bakaichawa abasomesa mukuru bafuire abandi bakwita abandi bakwiruka mu majugabo abandi bakwiruka mu maka so no ranto oraba yatene buzibu na family ye but because habo kuburwa kiyamba oli nagamba we bitu kankoleki kambenganya nyondo omubange ngere kuba ndi intensa mbaire ni nsaba government imukiremu etalinda nti mpaka ekintu kakigumizeyemu leka batekinge decision obwira bukyali ekirungi bano babalize kandi bakabazaho nenyuma tike kutwara bwire wingi. The more you wait, the more the issues turn round ebintu bya kunga korachi kusisikara since it's still ale niwe tamia tandika lika baikale maybe in weekend never next week baikiranize at least babagambe wewe financial garuka bakitekene ni writing intati isenzaje jakubaho nuko bantu bagaruke nka my first teachers bambi itwe twinengere ba training yemu we are easily convinced titulinka abantu abandi habo kuba omulimo gwaitu kiri ko gambo ruweto obuhereza bwaitu banko ruweto habo kuba neyo boine kintu kikurumiriza so let them do that. At the end of the day abasomesa bajja kwegarukamu bagaruka mu class bamaze kwikiriza ekibakuba ni babagondeza abazayire mureke kunenya abasomesa bete kimbayini mbasaba mubegayiteho nuko government ejja pressure. Yes, ejja pressure. At the end of the day omusomesa semererwe dhani kukwata omusomesa kajja mu class akabuzabuza embera omwana wa at the end of the day akamura tene kyakozereki kiafuni eihanga lijja kuba nilifera kimu. Iki nikyo kusagamba.
Right there, please. Thank you so much. Ukinisa Alinda Peter, all the way from Buyaga Parents, and is a private school, secondary school. Ekusangiwa Amuhanda Ogwaja Kyakabadima. Thank you for spending time in this program.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I want to bring in the chairperson in Natu Kagadi branch, Mr. Solomon Kwenda Kumanya. I want maybe as you are responding to Amasimu and maybe giving a parting shot, can't you consider abasomesa mugaruka isomero mbene musomesaga as negotiations with the line ministry and maybe the government entirely?
That is an option we have already exhausted since 20.
No, but you haven't exhausted it in this turn of strike in Mulim.
No.
We haven't seen you.
By the way, for your information,
now that you have
for your information,
with them,
this is not a fresh.
Now why don't you praise teachers?
First of all, any industrial action ndikiti kuli kuteko ebikwato hansi kuli fresh ndikyo kutandikira kino kino. It is a recurrent industrial action. Ikatandika 2022. So options hizo zo kugamba zona tuze exhausting lezi kwa ile twaikakisika tuitakia na tukusobola kuyongea.
So this is a continuation.
It is a continuation of the industrial action year 2022.
Okay.
So
so
tikiasoboka.
But there are only two
options.
One,
we either get the salary enhanced or we don't go back to class.
Abugambo maybe
oba omusala gusasulwe gweyongero oba titugaruke mu class
arakana ko tugambireke mubakusa kubeta babatenisirize mugaruke
not kutinisirize kitinkibalize oyihireho ekitukusobola kuyikiririzamo
mubakusa ko
abantu abakulumirirwa abana
okay.
Is a promise that is official,
Exactly.
documented. Handika ogambe tukujja ku enhancing your salary next financial year, then we shall go back.
But the Minister of Primary Education, Ziti Kaduchu?
Yes.
Moliku Kaduchu. Agambirengu, be patient. Bacha considering budget.
Data put that in writing.
Just that, eh?
Just that. No kibaza kirokini. Tomorrow abekisa bona ngo tukuba feel bad akuba mazira bona country wide kubagamba bagaruke.
Okay, maybe
akihandike today barweka turuka. Tonight.
Understand.
So when you're parting short hali maybe no na hali msomesa kulirize.
Yes, please.
Amuno mwepya here.
Yeah,
but you already have some existing agreement here.
yeah.
You already have an agreement.
An agreement.
And the agreement is not has not been implemented. So if he wrote, how is it going to be different from this?
No. Actually, agreement they disregarded it at some point. Okuwa it is true abamu bakadojinga kukisigning. Abamu.
The key stakeholders.
Yes.
Okay.
However, they were represented. So umuntu akusobola kugamba nyowe gwa akasaininga onda ikirizi.
Okay.
Again loophole.
So
Katunzike.
Yeah, otherwise
hala msomesa no mweke.
Nkonza kusima muno wetu MC Bahati kakugambira buli. Ngorulengo rwayikireho mu kucyenjura ebintu bino. Timanyire obusajja bano nibo bakukulize kwikaho bati oli harulengo olulinda national. Program enu ekugonzebwa muno kandi tinkutina kukibaza ngo usaho program ende kugingana amani n'obusobozi. So ntukusima muno wetu MC Bahati.
Precious man.
Nitekereza na organization nkayora DT netekwa kuba nekwenyumirizamu nkayitwe kwenyumirizamu. Next ngonza kusima ba panelists bagenzi bange
abo kugwera rubeki
no tibagwe actually kwenda kugamba ebintu bibiri abantu muno ono mwegesa mugenzi wange bati bantu bali begesa bano babiri omukuru Bendagard hamwe na omukuru Katusabe mbagonza ikintu kimu kandi na nyumba mbahondekereza muno ne bintu bingi bimbegera ngo we have some traits we share twine bintu ebitukwisaniza ebitukuguide. One, ngo they call a spade takuija hanu kuba zangu na ankanyumirwe kandi amazima garoho. And that's why today mukusobora kugamba abantu bona bagwero bacho. But the truth is that toine mulingo kusaba kiruga. Actually on Sunday you hosted someone here outside yoko actually kisobora kuba kimsisire ibara mu community abo kuba niwe wenka yemereire stand against the teachers.
But like any other mukada, I know it was Maga.
Yes.
He was trying in a way.
By to Ngonza is my friend, by the way, is my colleague. By to Ngonza kumugambira ngo comments yakozere to some extent zisobora kuba zimusisire ibara abo kuba first of all akabata kubaza from an informed point of view. Into naisana wakwenda kwa appeasing someone at the expense of the truth, the facts. That is very dangerous. Atini we think call mirundi yokize kundeta hano robo obunija abantu nibatekeze Solomon is going to talk to discuss otherwise, but when so we are hamwekisa kuja kugiba zangu hiyo so
okay
we are hali omuntu ondi naye kuja kugibaza. So I want to thank my fellow panelists for that
for telling truth power.
Yes, and I think nitekezane kintu ekindi ngo discussions zino zikubaire zina hali zikuigukira zikatukonyera kuhindura enkora y'ebintu nko mukuru ono kwa bina gamba. You can imagine omuntu na maragemera na tekereza ngo akusobora kuija apprehending a Solomon because against the industrial action.
Wanted.
Mateka na gamanya.
Wanted in fact.
I like that. Yesterday arumu kama wanga abarigina sere namba yangu nyabagamba mugimu munyanguhiza mugimu abokuba nyowa kukikora atyo actually akuba nankonyera ko wangu hiyo mulimo kwangi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Katumalize sawa.
So kia kubaire kyo buryo ngo discussions zino ziri kukanga hano but zibe zina hali zikuika kukonyera ku government yaitu kukora ibintu mu muteka abakuba nintunura mu some of these discussions especially from Mr. Bendagard na Junior ezika tikati ngambe za kyo kinzonga kakuba haba abantu bakuzihuliriza mu planning mu government aba planning. I think they can change